Turn down these lights inside my head. Lay down with me. Tell me no lie. Just hold me close. Don't patient. I'll close my eyes. Then I won't see the love you don't put my eyes. You're holding me. Morning will come. And I'll do what's right. Just give me till then. And love is right. Turn down the lights. Turn down the bed. Turn down these lights inside my head. Lay down with me. Tell me no lie. Just hold me close. Don't patient. Make it lovely. If you don't.
Oh my god, we're finally back! What the fuck?
for you.
Shit. 'Cause I'm back, yo, and I'm back, yo, and I'm back, yo.
Don't call it a comeback.
Hi everyone.
Yes.
You might not recognize my voice.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
let me actually
We
fix
got
up
the new
the
addition.
Discord overlay really quickly, because
Yep, we have
of
some,
course
uh,
something has to go wrong every single time. There we go.
We have
Yep,
some
welcome.
new
It
faces.
was there the whole
Join now.
time.
Welcome Seaside and Ivo to the stream.
Yes,
Yeah.
welcome to Jartcast Season 2. The Jack and
Hello,
Coming
everyone.
of Jesus Christ.
Dude!
God damn it. You're done, I'm sorry.
Can I just say, like, the community is latching on to the word checkpoints as a fusion of the word jart and checkpoints to describe, like, checkpoint fuckery.
I know.
That
I hate it
inadvertently
because all I think-
refers directly to Jack Gyms.
I was gonna
know.
say you can't do that because of Jack.
Yeah, it's like that combination of letters is already taken.
I was gonna
I
say,
know.
yeah, he's got a patent on that shit.
And use checkpoint.
So yeah, here we are. Today...
How about Check Joint?
Oh, God. Fuck, I don't even remember my own name after that one. Gyron? I fucking preempted it! Let the record show!
The Akashic record.
Anyway, today to commemorate the start of the real Season 2, not the fake Season 2 where we immediately went on hiatus for a month, we're going through the some of the submissions to L-Dog's SRP2 card in-house mapping contest. We're going to do this in 2 parts because there's actually a ton of stuff in there that we want to take a look at. So today we'll be looking over submissions from Weblore, Chow Brothers, Seaside, Plum, Blade Dash, and Hugador Zay? XEI? Is that like an acronym or like...
I think that... Wait, can I see that? Let's see. Fugador is... I think it's Fugador.exe or something like that.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm content with Battle Network, as you can see from my place on the overlay. So, I guess there's no better way to do things than to get right into it. So first we'll be taking a look at Weblore's submission. Made it super fast, so it's a pretty basic layout. First time making actual encore changes such as palette swaps and different things happening depending on which one you do. If you find the secret audio, it might peak a bit. Apologies. And then here's the best part of the submission. There are no jump scares or screamers.
Oh,
I believe you.
Okay, I believe you.
yes.
Methinks the lady doth protest too much. Jesus Christ.
That means I'm gonna put on the map give her already.
Sound effects off, music off. Got it.
Don't look at
Yeah,
don't
digi
look
music
at
off, no worry. I'm gonna play the entire race looking away from the screen with one eye.
I pretend I do.
And when asked,
am
what's your
already
favorite part of
trained.
mapping, they answered, aesthetics. And that spaced out capital letter way that you expect from Vaporwave Champions 2020. But for real,
It's me.
I really enjoy making a solid fun map and then making it look super pretty. Alright, well, let's take a look.
Valid.
Should be map NR. Prisonic Fairy Tale, huh? Welcome home.
home.
Oh, I don't have Autoxel on. Alright. Kind of an abrupt sequence of turns here at the very start. There's low contrast in the
Minimap's pretty
palette, so I
good.
feel a little bit
Oh
uneasy.
yeah, the minimap. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a lot
Yeah,
of
the
detail.
Whoa,
minimap-
yeah, that is
I
actually pretty
think the
sick.
minimap person looks like
Really
like the logo of the gym.
What you need all that detail for?
Interesting music choice. Ooh, abrupt here. Oh, it's a 6-slapper. Wow, very compact layout. Yeah, with like abrupt turns like this on a 6-slapper, I can imagine item chaos getting pretty intense. Can I just... Barely limping across.
Yeah, if
Oh,
the might
looks like
kind of
that
over,
earlier.
you're gonna get more speed.
Yeah. I wonder if that tree's solid.
Maybe.
So I wonder if I hold here and then... Oh, no step up there. A little bit misaligned. That sucks to recover from, too. Wait, hold on.
I love the street signs.
Was that... Maximum?
Maximum.
The maximum. Marvel, baby.
Breaking the speed limit pretty hard there.
Yeah, what's the speed limit measured in?
You're going 2 times over the speed limit, sir.
Gonna need an incredibly over-implemented prop that just changes the texture on it based on CV findvaring your speedometer units.
Pretty good.
It's like those signs that tell you how fast you're going. It starts
Okay,
blinking
not
when you
solid.
slow down.
That would be a little scary to me if I wasn't explicitly trying to like experiment. This is tight, but it seemed relatively friendly for me so far. Consistent use of like the fencing and the distinctly textured back wall help you kind of place yourself.
The only thing that I noticed is it's that shortcut just after exiting the tunnel that leads into the water skip.
Yeah. That seems like
seems like
almost
it's-
a red herring in a way.
You need double sneakers to pretty much take and get uses out of it. So
Rigging
I'd say
on.
maybe add some sort of...
It's hard to sight read unless you're looking at the minimap. Usually I'm the king of bad sight reading, and I found it relatively friendly, but I'm also alone. Yeah, so like if you
Referring to
take
the
this because it
minimap.
looks like an alt path, you're actually kind of marooned.
Yeah, that was the thing I wanted to point out too.
And if you
That
take
kind of-
like... If you're
feels
approaching
like
this
you
at
need
speed
to-
and sneaker across, it's still like... Okay, you have like... It's not the most graceful exit, but it's there. With higher mini turbo, you could pretty easily exit with a blue.
I would think maybe just making the exit zone off, not off-road and just regular road might work, because you don't really need to worry about somebody taking it backwards.
Yeah.
They're always gonna hit the off-road pretty much.
Yeah. It is kind of like, the shortcut is uphill, so you are kind of taking a leap of faith first time.
Yeah.
And so like this looks like it could totally lead to an upper path, especially if you follow standard Sonic design conventions, and then you end up just marooned completely. What is...
It's like a dock?
Okay, there's no step up here either, so you can't even take it backwards.
Something's up there though, if I had to assume. I'm going to assume.
Oh my god, there's stuff going on in the background.
Yeah.
There is nothing in
Obligatory
the
waterfall.
You just went to electrical. I'm sorry, Tyrone.
If you're in the waterfall, it's a 0 out of 10.
There are legit
something
no jump scares, small spoiler.
That's
I don't fuck around with people who like put jump scares in their shit.
Yeah.
That's death. So I will say, like, I was a little bit uneasy because of, like, the generally low contrast palette at first. But this is, like, for, like, the dreary fucking lighthouse at sea type look you're going for. These are some excellent color choices, I think.
Yeah,
Feels very cozy.
I also,
the aesthetic here, like, I'm curious where the source of these textures is even from. It doesn't quite look like a build engine game, but it kind of gives me an old PC vibe. So I'm curious where this is actually coming from.
Yeah, it almost feels kind of Sierra.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? Shit, gotta have to fix a couple things. So yeah, it's like, this is a really compact layout. So on a turn-by-turn basis, there's like, I mean, we can afford to literally just do a full turn-by-turn in like 5 seconds on this.
Yeah.
I also want to point out really quick that the fog generator in the skybox is really fucking creative. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't seen more people.
It's really good.
Woodlore says textures are from Pokemon Snap and Castlevania 64. One of those makes sense, the other makes no fucking sense.
Hold on. Which texture?
I recognize that. The cliff texture. That's literally the cliff texture from the beach level. I recognize it.
Oh, you're right!
So like right off the bat here, I just realized that being able to take the starting cut seems like it might be a little bit dependent on your position in the starting blocks, because like,
Oh yeah.
perfect start, you can totally take that lap 1.
Okay, so you can slip type that.
Oh, Desert
I
Palace.
can't hit perfect starts today apparently, but that's totally within reach of a perfect start on any speed, but it might depend on where you are in the blocks. I'm a shitter.
Just give yourself a shoot. No one will know.
I gotta find something other than F12.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's super doable.
Yeah.
That's free.
That might be okay. Like, what is it? Fucking sand map that I forget the name of every time in vanilla with the troll button.
Yeah,
The problem is that as long as there is a good enough shortcut, maybe later on, or if there's shortcuts that are good enough to be taken with sneakers that prevents the player from staying too far ahead, then I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's like, and we have the water cut that is literally used 6 times during the course of the race. So I think an initial, I think that's a cool bit of tech, and I doubt it'll become super over-centralizing. It's just that maybe I'd take a look at the way the starting grid plays out in like larger games to ensure that it feels fairly reachable. So, first turn here is actually like, this is pretty quick and rather aggressive for a first turn.
At least it warns you though, like the sign for the right. But
Yeah, the sign is pretty out of the way though. Like, you've got to make a decision
there's
more or
another
less
sign
immediately
right
off the
behind.
blocks here.
It's also literally right next to another sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's also really small. So
Yeah, your eye is drawn like in order to the banner with the bright red, and then to the most visually interesting thing in the scene besides that, which is Prisonic Fairy Tale in the back, which actually has your eye passing completely over the U-turn sign. You have the fence as like a back wall, so you probably have enough time on the blocks to figure this out, but it does feel a little bit scary. Like, especially on a hard speed rocket start, getting your bearings quickly might prove to be difficult, and then it's immediately followed up there. Is this... Okay, so it's just cosmetic water.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Because you're coming out of this turn at like this sort of a line, and then you're immediately given a different cornering cue in the form of the back wall. I see people getting lost in this sequence lap 1. It's a 6-lapper, so it's not the worst thing in the world if that happens, but it does seem pretty tough for first 2 turns.
Yeah.
Open the floor, like, what are you guys thinking about this?
I mean,
It's definitely like, it's definitely pretty tight for first turn. It's not super hard to sight read, or at least I don't think it is, because you got like defense here that kind of helps.
Yeah, the fence made the first turn feel pretty manageable for me, but I was definitely like, I definitely felt edge of confidence doing this opening sequence here, just because like the different back wall plus like the relatively low contrast and lack of elevation difference between the inside off-road here and the drivable road meant that pulling in, it took me a minute to interpret where the actual inside of the corner was.
So you mentioned the low contrast. I want to add on that and say that I feel like the biggest problem with this right now visually, in terms of conveying the first turn, is the road texture, and I feel like the road texture could possibly be. Imagine, if you will, the like beige-ish you've got in the wall right ahead of you, something like that for the road.
Yeah, there's the
possibly making the what is it, the wood a darker tone, just to keep the main road the brightest element possible, and then the walls, you know, all these dull earthy
or at
colors.
least like line it in some way.
Yeah, that too.
Some kind of like, if you were to do an edge element, then line some type of brighter border between low saturation gray and low saturation green.
Maybe just make like lightish brown or darkish brown like bricks along the road. I don't know.
Yeah.
This area is like, how fucked are you if you get mired here? Okay, it's not strong off-road. It's not a long recovery.
Yeah. Also, just keep in mind for the fencing later on the track, just to let you know.
Yeah, so we're coming in here. This is a long and pretty forgiving turn here. A lot of time to lead up here, and I think looking at this approaching at speed, you're given sight on the actual main road way before you're given any sort of sight on this. So people won't take it lap 1, and if they are paying tons of attention, they are likely to notice that it's a red herring path. But it's still probably better for this to, like... I appreciate this being available for invints or triple shoes, but without sight, there's not really a way to convey. If you take the single shoe, you're like marooned. Although I think most players taking this with a single shoe are likely to just like rocket directly off the edge here. Yeah. And just like...
And now that I'm looking at it, actually, you're coming up on south. I'm gonna have to turn right before the water cut.
Let me turn you up a little bit, Seaside. Hold on.
Yeah, you're also really muffled, Seaside. I don't know if there's a way to...
Might just be mic quality.
Yeah, I think that's just my microphone being a plug.
Alright, well, we took you up. Go ahead.
Alright. So, like, the cut right before, like, the water cut that turned right before, there's kind of a little indication that it is a cut, really. Like, when you're, like, coming up at the start of the slope, it's kind of just...
Yeah, it's like... I could even see, like, a worst-case context miss here, where people think that the main road is dead ahead.
Yeah, and then immediately get fucked by the water.
But I mean, if they're going fast enough, the water can still, you know...
Yeah, well, let's see. If you're taking this at hard speed, dead on 8.5, let's see how fucking spectacularly mired you are if you interpret this as a straight line. What? Oh. Okay, that step up was awesome.
You hit the part of the slope that didn't have step on it. Oh.
Yeah, this is like... Wow, this actually makes entry a little difficult.
Yeah, I would say maybe, like, if you're gonna keep using these signs, I would say put, like, a shoe sign somewhere, maybe?
Marsh has already put out an open offer to do chevrons for this course, which I think, if there was a way to make it thematically work, I think incorporating both, like, you know, doing some larger road signage that, because, like, the placement of this sign makes a lot of sense if you're, like, an actual driver on, like, a road in real life in a car. but this is not really how people, like... You're at speed and you're not looking there when you're coming into this turn.
I think that's just the theme he was trying to go with, but I can definitely see how that...
Yeah, for sure. It's like, and it's cool trying to get, like... Obviously, the ideal is to have perfectly conveyant signage that's also appropriately themed, but if one has to slide, conveyance probably wins.
Yeah, that's the thing you run into when you try to do like natural signage. Like what you would find if you were logically driving in real life. The thing is, like, you're not, going top speed all the time in real life, so...
That's true, yeah.
I was gonna say.
So yeah, you would need to, like, stretch it a bit for something like cart. Like, larger signs and things like that.
Yeah, the other thing is that, like... sorry to put you on the spot, Gunla, but I think courses like Cadillac Canyon do a pretty good job of doing signage just with incredibly visible, like, geometry elements, like really high back walls and shit that are sloped in such a way to guide your eye.
Yeah.
And so, like, in that way, I could totally see, like, raise this just a little bit so that it's obviously no longer a step up at any point. Then put, like... Oh, good. Whee! Then, like... Holy shit.
I should say, interesting spawn, by the way.
Then put a dash panel, like, right here. And suddenly you've changed this cut so that it has an obvious entry and a clear separation from the rest of the course. And that everybody coming in through this line can clearly see a physical barrier preventing them from reaching the waterfall area. And their eye gets pulled from this wall to the forward path. And that's only one way you could fix it, and it does close off the section a little bit and make... You end up with one entry instead of two, but, like, something of that nature, I think, would help clarify things a little bit.
Absolutely. There's also something else I do want to point out. Go back to where you were.
Just looking over the cut entry?
Yeah, the cut entry. One thing I want to point out is that I think the trees, I don't know if these were, like, placed with, like, the intentionality of, like,
the indicator
for,
like, hey, you can go between.
Yeah, enter here.
It kind of reads as, like, hey, this is the path that you should go.
Yeah, and it's like, even if it's not a main path, I can kind of appreciate having, like, hey, you should aim to exit here. But at a sight read, especially, like, I don't know, maybe the disaster case is somebody has their gamma all jacked up.
It could be rough.
Let me actually take a look at this course versus Max Gamma. Just for fun.
For whatever reason, I had somehow ended up on Max Gamma and played like that for like 6 months before ever noticing that it was wrong.
That happened to me too. I had that like Max Gamma, but I had like, I don't know, 7 or 8, and then someone told me about it. It's like, oh shit. And that turned out,
I was literally in your stream.
Yeah, I feel like one build must have shipped like that or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And then it turned out like, these are what true colors look like.
I can see like several sectors because of how high the gamma is. Like several ceiling sectors. It's not bad. It's just wow.
Yeah.
Gamma really do expose some things that shouldn't be seen. Huh.
By the way, there's no secret here, but there's a secret later on.
There is a secret in this map actually, but I'm not going to tell you where.
Yeah.
Alright, so moving on to like...
I mean, it's very easy.
This is friendly enough if you actually recognize it as the forward path. It's a very friendly, like, banked turn with a visible outer wall that guides you. And then here, I feel like there might be a moment of confusion because the set is, like, sort of in front of the fence here. But you also have the hint that is the outer wall to the right. So,
and then, of course,
I don't think it's much of an issue. And then we arrive here, which is kind of a weird double cut sort of scenario.
Yeah.
Like, you can cut through here and choose to spend your sneaker that way. Or you can go for the fucking lap 1 cut. Or, depending on how you're lined up, maybe you can hit both? What is...
Oh yeah, that totally looks cool.
I don't know if I want to go too hard on secret hunting, but I am vaguely curious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
You're going to the right place. Just don't
launch yourself.
Right direction.
Yeah. I saw that fucking. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Why is
also,
this modeled?
There could be 2 Easter eggs here, so one of them
But
is
off-road
straight up
here.
ahead.
Hero.
Don't look at it.
Say hello to the map developer. Or it's Persona, basically.
Now the other one is you can actually go to the lighthouse, and I don't know if there's anything in the lighthouse.
Damn, it's all traversable out here. Are there checkpoints out here?
No.
No. You're not. You're on 2.
What if you fell?
No!
That's pretty
Oh my
good.
god,
That's cute!
Under 10.
It's adorable.
Oh my
Oh, it's the
fucking...
Silent Hill dog.
It is!
I love the dog ending.
You got the dog in it.
That's amazing.
That's a perfect shout out to the bad end, to the dog ending.
It might honestly be okay to mow that with like your starting mini turbo.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say.
a little scary.
seems
I can see
really
people
easy to
piling
go.
up there. Alright, so then, like, this is literally the last sequence of turns in the course, and I guess...
Alright.
Yeah, you can totally just blast it there, and you could have a cleaner
Yeah,
entry
like,
than,
I knew-
or exit than I
honestly
did.
Yeah.
Also, one other thing I would mention about this track that hasn't been mentioned already is the fact that I know the puddles are just for show, but my brain instinctively was like, those are hazards, avoid.
Yeah, maybe having a section where, like, water is unavoidable at some point to show the player, hey, water isn't scary, don't avoid it like a hazard.
Yeah.
You can put it at the starting grid, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
could
was gonna
probably
say,
just
like,
put
have the
one
player
big-ass
literally-
puddle on, like, the inside of this turn, and, like, it would likely be enough. Although it could interfere visually with reading the sequence here. Not sure.
I would actually put it where the spawn is. Like, have the player literally
It, like
start off.
literally have the starting grid in a puddle.
Like, that's
Yeah.
what Umbrella Westlands does, actually.
Mhm.
Straight out of water.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, yeah.
That would help a lot, yeah, with conveyance.
Marsha's take is that it doesn't need a hazard precaution, and, like, given that you kind of can't see it as you're turning, like...
I
Yeah.
mean,
I can agree with
It's
that.
like, I don't think it's something that you should worry about a whole lot, but... because, like... I don't know, I am neurotic in the exact way that would cause me to avoid water for 4.5 laps before accidentally getting nudged into it and realizing, oh hey, it's fine. So...
Tehran, in real life, you should know, you should avoid driving in extremely wet conditions.
Hey, there we go.
Lose control of your vehicle.
And obviously, because this has realistic road signage, it follows standard laws of physics.
Absolutely.
He's even a dog at the lake.
Right.
Just like in real life.
As long as it's not final mall water, we have an understanding. Fucking spin out water, I write a talk about that every time.
Yeah.
I know why it's the way it is, but it makes me angry still.
That's what initiated my fucking fear of, like, water and tracks.
Is there even a goddamn wet floor sign there?
No.
I feel like I remember there being one there, but I can't tell whether it's because there's actually one there or just because it's such a good idea that it's obvious.
Yeah, it's linked by a wet floor sign.
L-Dog gets sued.
Yeah, just make all the puddles 0 friction areas.
Yeah, that way it could still be a track element and not, you know, necessarily be too punishing. It'd just be fun.
Yeah, but it's like, I think with a compact layout like this, considering it's 6 flaps, this is going to get very item heavy pretty quickly, so I don't think any on-track hazards are required to spice things. I think this is probably, like, on a layout level, besides the confusion of the cut area, I think this is probably pretty good to go, honestly. This seems pretty well polished.
I do have one thing with the minimap.
Okay.
Referring to the water cut, the contrast between the water and the road is a little bit too small, I think.
Honk. Holy shit. Wait, these are... Oof.
Wait, those trees are physical. Oh, the goalposts are physical. At least you cross it before you hit them,
Yeah.
right?
Creator wants you to get on the dock, huh?
Yeah, because you didn't really get on the dock yet.
There was
You
a
only
dock.
went on in the lighthouse, but not on the dock.
But yeah, referring to the minimap and this cut,
Like-
it doesn't. I can't really see
No,
the
the other dock.
The other
the
dock?
water, the
Yeah,
water
the other
area
Dock down there.
on the minimap.
No.
No.
You have to actually go through the actual route.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna have to restart the map. It's actually
right.
pretty good to start.
sadness.
I love Quake.
This should just be a game mode where every item is just a spring.
Gonna steal Lat's fucking ground shake shit and just have it play ranger noises.
Good.
And just do all that
Yeah.
backwards.
I love Toy Kingdom weather.
Now, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna like, turn down my volume.
Don't look at it.
Ooh.
Hey there.
Oh, are we good?
Yeah, just a creator cameo.
Okay. That.
Bonk.
Okay. Oh,
Wow, asshole!
You have been killed.
Dead.
pretty good.
You're just gonna fucking bump into somebody like that? You deserve that, Tyron.
Yeah, you didn't know they were a chuckster.
He didn't die.
I'm a shotster. But yeah, for whatever, I didn't hear any sound effect going off there. Maybe it's because my headphones are like rather lower at the moment, but I couldn't hear shit.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything, which is a relief.
Maybe it already triggered as I was driving past and I just ran out of the sound radius.
Let's not worry about it. If it was like a jump scare or anything, maybe it's better we don't know.
Backwards creepy audio was supposed to play.
Enderman
did.
noise.
Well, at least it wasn't a jump scare.
Give me like, please give me the Tunes creepy music box for all players.
Spooky.
Spooky. Alright. So, there's also apparently encore tricks, but we'll leave those for the net game testing as usual.
Yeah.
So next up, looks like we're taking a look at Showweather's submission. The stage should be feature complete and adjusted with feedback during the SIHT competition. Any known issues? No.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent. What's your favorite part of mapping? Wowing people with whatever new thing I come up with. Entering vertex, slope / control sector chaos is a close second. The sanity meter slowly depletes as you add more control sectors.
Oh no.
Tree! Alright, let's see.
Your saves slowly start to delete themselves.
SS91 Miracle Lancer, huh? What the hell is going on here?
That sounds
okay,
like
for
something
a
I should
second.
recognize.
Right. Alright. Whoa, okay.
Okay, I love this aesthetic already. Holy fuck.
Alright.
Yo, okay.
These
I
are
advise
interesting
you, those
chevrons,
are
actually.
actually
I kind of dig that.
Zoom all the way out
Whoa.
on this map.
Goodbye.
You know,
That
the red caution tip doesn't really work if it's blocked by an item set and also not super visible in the first place.
yeah.
And if it
That's another 6-lapper, oh my god!
draws your eyes away from the chevron.
Goodbye.
Well, then again, I think L-Dog's mapping on this, like, it had to be a little map based.
That ramp-looking bit has me very curious. Oh, it's off-road, that's so
Why is it
anti-fun.
off-road?
I get it, though.
Arithmetic.
Yeah,
is
don't worry about
broken.
it, that's rig, it's doing its own thing. It's not important.
Gotcha. I guess if nothing else breaks, it'll
Ow.
be good. I love just the planets in the background, just as like an aesthetic thing.
Yeah, visually this is super neat. This turn is mad sus, but
Yeah.
like, this is like one hell of an intro. I
ramp
look
jump
forward
is-
to item avoidance in the fucking pipe.
Oh god, don't.
That sounds like it's gonna be fun, actually. It just
No, I mean
Wait.
it unironically. Fucking people dropping Deca Banana in the pipe and the chaos that follows. It's a
I'm
fun
not
line to
thinking
hit when you
using,
know
like,
where you're
the pipe.
going.
I'm not thinking Deca Bananas, I'm thinking mine.
Mark
I'm
it off.
thinking mine right at the exit, and someone runs into it and they're
Yeah.
automatic fuck.
Right.
I'm already having a pretty fun time like storing through this, and none of the corners feel like super nutty apart from that one. It's a good use of elevation gaps to make it super obvious where you're going next. Like, just bank your turns, people. It's good. It makes people happy. These chevrons are apparently also marshes. And I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense, actually. Alright. That's like... That's pretty high octane. I'm about it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, yeah. I
So
mean, I
let's-
haven't even played it on it yet, but it looks
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah, you get the second-hand adrenaline, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, this entry is, like... I don't understand why this entry has to be narrow. What? Hey there. Yeah, I feel like this could be softened a little bit because I feel like there's probably jank waiting to happen.
You can literally just replace some of that with wall.
Like with V1's fucking slope code, I would at least try to funnel that in a little more so there's not too steep.
Yeah, because it seems like there's like, I mean, this is Future Sight going insane, but it also shouldn't do that. Like, just the cart should not drive there. Like, there's if you're at the edge here, and considering there might be up to 15 players at various speeds funneling in here and knocking each other around, somebody could lose their race at this moment at like second 1.
Yeah, that would piss me off if that happened to me.
Especially because, as far as I can tell, there are... At least I didn't personally see any direct cuts. Am I crazy? Actually, what is...
I think it's literally just a straight...
No, okay. Just a visual element. So I'm looking for, like... Also not real.
Yeah, that is a skybox, my dude.
Yep. Hey, it's a convincing skybox.
Very good. Yeah.
Very well done.
This is the big problem in my submission.
Yeah.
I think all that needs to be done to actually clean this up is to move the item set here.
This looks like an item versus boost trade-off.
Yeah, that's what it looks like until you realize that it's a death versus track trade-off. Like, just pulling the item set to be, like, near or after the dash panels here draws the eye a little bit better and allows the fucking caution tape redline out here to actually function as intended. Although I think a drop here, especially when there's a break in the tape, is a little punishing.
I think there is a cut here, actually.
Is
if you boost, like, if you boost on the ramp on the other side, like go no, like go back, and then boost off of like that ramp where the gate. No.
Goodbye.
The ramp where the off-road is?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You mean...
Yeah, that's totally doable.
Like, follow the
oh,
rails
you mean
left.
here?
Yeah, right there.
That's...
Yep.
Okay. It's not
road
huge, but it's there.
The road is extended, so it is a short.
Still don't know how I feel about that. About that being off-road.
I'm a little worried that does that not have any slope physics? Because it doesn't look like Tyrone jumped at all. Yeah, you just dropped a rock.
It does not look like there's slope physics.
That's a little concerning to me, honestly.
I mean,
well, I think
I get my instinct is that if slope physics are turned on, just toggle the flag and that's it there, that stops working completely. You just go to space whenever you use this.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already
This may be slightly outdated. The jump is a zipper in the version I played last year. I think this is a submission from last week, so it's possible that Chadweather made some local updates but didn't resubmit.
Gotcha.
I want this to be something. It's there and it's so obvious.
You went to believe.
But yeah, this is like the only section that feels kind of wacky to me because it feels like it has a couple different red herrings. Like, I don't know. There's a call to the void part of me that just wants to do this.
Sky deck.
Worth a shot.
That's all I'm thinking of. All I think of is a sky deck.
Is this
This
traversable?
must be the way to the sky deck.
Pretty sick console there.
You know,
that's a
one thing
lot of
that's
chow.
kind of been on my mind as I've been seeing this through here because I play on software. So my FPS, like especially when you go through that tunnel right at the start, it starts to actually dip and it even goes briefly red for a moment. And I'm like, but this map is so small when you think about it. Like it's even a 6 lapper. So why is it the performance still not?
I know what you're trying to do, but I don't think it's gonna work.
So the reason for that is I think there are like literally no culling zones, and
I'm
it's
the
all
captain.
skybox.
And I'm also thinking to myself, although it's really cool to have like 3D planets, it's also
I wish
like
I had time to screenshot that. You look really cool in that chair, Tyrone.
to me.
Okay. Yeah, are there people having performance issues here?
No.
I'm also not playing on software.
I'm not a reliable source due to my rig.
I play on software, and I think, like...
Ooh, there is actually a pad set out there. That's
you gotta look
crazy.
out for something like that if you can. Like, get somebody that has software to help you out if you can't run software yourself, because a lot of PCs are just gonna have to run software because that's their only choice.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you guys catch that fucking extra airtime as I took the outside line?
Yeah.
No, I thought that.
Like, I think this is a cool element if you can surface it correctly and smooth off the jank. I'd like to see that stay, just... Maybe have the area opened up a little bit and, like, the entry be a little bit more obvious. So right now it feels like it kind of... Well, yeah.
Whoa. Stop. Go back.
There is no going back.
I'm not super sure about the fact that you've got boosters of 2 different sizes here, but I mean... It's not killing me. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just...
Oh, yeah. I didn't notice that at all.
Oh, I see what they're trying to do.
It's better than dealing with whack alignment, I guess.
Yeah.
But couldn't the...
And I think it's actually kind of cute.
You can tell,
It's
like...
an outside line.
Yeah, plus they're like at an edge, so I mean, it's not too bothersome.
As much as I would like to literally just fucking obliterate the use of line def 7 in favor of a better thing, I totally understand not wanting to align this and just going with the half pads, so that's fine. It's just...
Oh,
that's a cool story.
Yeah, that's the sauce, huh?
Oh, I'm letting you know I'm doing that every lap.
If you get a shoot.
Yeah, exactly. You won't see it too much during gameplay, so it's not intrusive.
See, the fact that you get slope airtime off that, but not off the quote-unquote cut, it feels jarring.
Yeah.
Slow pop.
It's kind of resistant to a sight read IMO.
That is not a friendly turn for heavies.
Oh, for sure. But they also get their rainbow way earlier. Oh, God.
Think about your rainbow.
It happened. Honestly, I'm gonna say this just seems like a fun, like, track.
Yeah, it's like I'm nailing the line now, and it feels like super satisfying.
Yeah, like time trialing this, seems like fun. Like, holy shit.
It does, honestly.
Did I get a silent red there? Or was that still the rainbow?
It might still have been the rainbow.
I apologize in advance for haste gamma.
Goodbye. Yeah.
I apologize. He needs all the speed he
Okay,
gets.
can someone explain to the non-mappers in the room what line def 7 is?
Line def 7 is literally what aligns flats, and it is inconsistent as all hell. Sometimes it'll display properly in OpenGL, sometimes it won't. That sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking evil.
You know how it is.
And yet it's also such a necessary evil at times.
Alright, so, like, does anybody have any more concrete suggestions to clean up the cut area? Because I think that's the only thing that's standing out to me right now. It's another pretty compact layout because 6 fucking laps, so...
I'm wondering if it would be possible to, like, use downward wind as you hop off the ramp with slope physics installed.
That's one of the few situations where I'd consider downward wind acceptable.
Like, I know I did that actually when I was retooling Cherry Iceberg to make sure that it didn't meteor dunk you into the starting grid.
Yeah. It's like, after taking the outside line and feeling yourself, like, kind of naturally glide through the air, like, you get that nice airtime there, even if I took the line completely wrong, because obviously, dropping, like, a brick off this one is insane.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if you could just make the angle of the slope less sharp, and then give it slope physics, maybe? I will, by the way.
Somebody's suggesting I spectate, and... yeah, there's some fucking geometry here, huh?
I've been stuck on joining game for like the past 10 minutes. I can't figure out how to turn it off.
Seems like other people are able to get in, so... yeah, there's a lot around here, honestly.
You can't bob your head to the music.
Yeah, like, this is a full-ass ship.
I mean, yeah, like, I posted in voice text, but yeah, it's just a whole ass spaceship.
How far can I get out here?
Yeah, maybe that's another reason why the frame rate's kind of like this. Like, it's super impressive.
Hold
but you're
on.
also
Use
not
underscore
kinda like,
mouse on.
the part of me that says you need to optimize is like screaming right now.
See, as somebody with a fucking batshit rig, it makes me angry when dock barriers get put up in places where, like, it's obvious potato compensation. It's like, there's a balance to be found that happens in, like, designing the scope of your map from the get-go, I think.
Yes, no, but personally, to me, I'm always more about optimization.
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially considering your average net game player base, making sure that everyone can hit a stable frame rate target's pretty important.
Yeah, and there's obvious actual false insanity going on with these planets. Like, some of these planets are actual 3D geometry.
Yeah, like some of these planets are sprites, and some of them are 3D for.
Hey, Tails and Jails, do you want a spec?
It's cool, I guess.
Thank you. Hey, you too. Thank you.
Like there's this. I don't know if it's actually Earth thing over here. And there's the same sprite of the Death Egg that is organized from Mystical Forest Zone that looks flat as heck. But what are you gonna do?
For sure.
Nice. I mean, it's pretty. I like it.
I hate how you can. Oh my god, dude.
Is that just like a deep sea zone planet?
No,
it's literally just a deep sea zone texture of the entire planet.
I feel like you've got to be so close to taking the sneakerless.
I think that's the reason why he put like that little gap there, just so then you can't sneakerless it.
Yeah, that's like the specific reason there's like a cut in the caution tape.
Yeah.
And I do not know what this yellow planet's belt is. Like, is it another map from somewhere else? Is that a reference?
Nah, it's just a ring. It's supposed to be emulating a ring like Saturn.
It looks like...
It reminds me of Cosmic Rift.
Cosmic Rift, but not the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to wonder if those are flats.
Yeah, like, I don't know if they actually tried to make
the background
a slope cut it out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's a 3D thingamajig. It's
They've
not
all got like on top of pops, so they've even got freaking atmospheres for some reason.
Can I just say I love how we went from a course critique stream to a planet critique stream?
That's pretty good.
The thing is, since there's a lot of transparent glass on the track, when transparent faults overlap, that's what kills software, like, 9
Yeah,
times.
I remember L-Dog having some significant issues with that in Parking Lot Panic. Like,
yeah, but like, what can you do with transparency stuff sometimes?
Yeah.
Blame the renderer.
There are a lot of people who play on software and shouldn't be, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of people who are using software because they played the game before OGL optimizations, and their rig will have like an HD 3000 that can do OpenGL and it will run better, but they're using software because they don't know any better. So, like,
I would like to use software, but it's just not optimized very well for at least for my rig.
Software is a breaking issue for at least like me and one other person I know because of perspective being completely fucked and Y sharing being a vomit-inducing nightmare. So, like,
I honestly use OGL just because I like models. You're cute.
The models are nice.
It's
Models
understandable.
are cute and all, but not everything has a model.
yeah, it creates such a weird dilemma for mappers because OGL is the technically better renderer in almost every way, but software is the more correct and compatible renderer.
And it's also the one that doesn't have sprite thingamajigs going on with the floor, you know?
Oh, yeah, sprite
Yeah, and
flipping.
some people, like, I will
Sprite
never
flipping.
understand being fucking freaked out about that, but some people, that's like a breaking issue for them. Like, they refuse to play OGL because of, like, shadow objects clipping and shit like that.
I still remember back in the day when Sonic's feet would just clip right through it, and it's like he has half feet when he looks directly at the camera.
I don't mind it. It's
That's a deal
So yeah,
breaker for
ultimately,
me.
what I'm trying to get across is that, like, I personally lean towards, like, realizing your ambition and telling one or the other renderer to fuck off than, like, trying to make compromises to achieve parity. Because ultimately, they are both fucked up. and you are going to cause yourself a lot of stress if you strive for 100% parity. So like, go about as far as you think you should without like
I only
killing
just
yourself.
noticed that the ship has flames going on the back of it too.
There's a lot going on.
Again, you're on an actual spaceship. And I remember there's like an actual spaceship from an anime or something like that. That's why the name is so specific.
Yeah. So we'll touch on this more in the night game testing, but I think we can move on now.
Yeah. I guess we can just move on.
Alright,
sorry.
so
I
next up is
spaced out.
from Seaside. You can choose to mute during critique or not. It is a toss-up every single time we do it with someone who's actually on the call here. It says, any idea on how to make the spiral staircase both take you high up, be readable, and not fuck with item play? Be my guest. Any known issues? The aforementioned spiral. Hope you like upward slope into 90-degree turn. Oh, Seaside. You know that's my favorite type of turn. In fact, hope you enjoy 90% right angle turns because the source version of this map is a square. Alright.
Boy, Retro Maze 2?
Oh, no.
What's your favorite part of mapping? Custom texture work and creating an aesthetic in general. Lumping Encore remaps in with this. Alright. This gives me a hernia. You're paying for the bill. Holy!
Oh. We have entered actual vaporwave.
Wow, you're really playing to my tastes here.
Punk fiction.
No straight roads. Holy shit.
Okay. Come on now.
Man, there are arrows at the start.
I know there are arrows. There's signage. You still don't have clear sight on either path. That's not okay.
The fuck barriers the block.
You've got to pull that. You have to pull that split way farther out. Like this is a fucking drop too. It's like you just objectively can't see where you're going here. You have to take the arrows on faith.
I'm sure it's because of the color map, but everything's blending in too much.
Yeah, everything's purple.
It's not. I wouldn't even say it's the color map.
This is an interesting way to blend the paths here, though.
Like even if you excluded the color map, the white on white is not the most visible. And I get what you're trying to go. Like with this aesthetic, you might have to find a compromise. And like instead of making that a
ooh, that's really harsh. Oh my god, look at this.
Like a bush.
Oh boy, look at this. Getting lost in the aesthetic.
Yeah, it's this is really rough in terms of fucking contrast. Like the Moira effect is already kind of dizzying.
The tails.
That's tails.
That's tails.
Tails?
I
There
really.
I love everyone just said that's tails.
Whoa! What the fuck? Where am I going? The fuck?
You're going
Okay, this is pretty hot. What?
That's super cool, though.
This is pure
Yeah, I guess I wasn't
aesthetic.
at the right speed because I tapped something going in. I imagine that's a failsafe more than like an intended way the path is supposed to run.
Actually, it is intended. You're fully intended to drive on the skybox.
Nutty. So
That definitely reads as the path.
What did they look at?
Yeah, like this has been a
that's
really
the path. That's literally go through this archway. The archway is brighter than the chevron. Come on.
You're right. I need to find a. I could probably make that chevron full bright.
Yeah, the chevrons could be full bright throughout.
Yeah.
Hell,
They're really
color them
bright,
according
yeah.
to this fucking wacky color scheme we've got going here. Make them full bright fucking magenta or something.
I would even make the leading line full bright.
Right in.
Oh, that's what they are. Okay, I thought when I saw the little statues, I thought they looked like.
Yeah, this is
fucking-
like. I disagree with the level of contrast that's in use here, especially considering like your line's getting pulled to this. Your sight line is getting pulled to the skybox more than anything right now. The skybox has so much shit going on, and then this is all like pink. I don't know.
Pink.
I love the look of this though. Like,
Yeah.
I really, really do.
I don't feel like you should sacrifice any of your theme because this rules. I would just try and find an alternative way of improving the directioning at that very first turn.
Yeah, this is like you've got a center line here. Go ahead.
I'm wondering if I can like whiten the item the leading line actually.
Maybe.
Like,
It's,
sure.
the problem here is that like you literally have sight broken on the leading line, and it's not actually following the line that racers are really supposed to take here.
Yeah, I feel like that could work better as a slope, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
like
the MC Escher stairs are fine.
It's a clear
I
line.
If they put it in
Here's like the biggest problem because like there's double step up down sectors.
Yeah, I guess.
I'd honestly, one of the little things that I'd consider is using a different color or texture for the inside wall versus the outside wall on this spiral. Right now, floor same color as outer wall, same color as inner wall, and it makes it really hard to parse at a glance. It's like the primary thing that's determining the color of everything is like the sector lighting here, not the actual textures in use. So, like especially at the lower rungs of the stairway before you get to the troll arch, it's because like the texture used on the side of these stairs here is very similar to the texture used on the outer and inner wall. So you're kind of sorting out a lot of conflicting visual information to figure out where the forward path actually is. Yeah, see, Marsha got me. The sky is the harshest contrast color in the map. Use the blue for your chevrons, not red. Yeah, blue and white would make them fucking pop like crazy, while also probably looking a little better. Full bright blue could work.
Yeah, full bright blue.
This is a cute set piece that is actually like, in terms of the actual shot here as I pull up to this is a really nice looking vantage. I just wish that it wasn't, I wish that you weren't most likely to experience it doing something like this. Fuck. That's everybody who plays this course first time. And if they don't get got there, they'll get got here. Because you're using the same, like, set of architectural tricks and color for, like, not a forward path, not a forward path, actually a forward path. And you even have signage placed in kind of similar locations.
Oh, and also, that's an exit. You notice small square here? There's actually a path split here.
Oh, I see it.
Whoa. What?
Good luck taking it completely free, but good luck taking it at
That's awesome. That's
That's really creative.
I'm about to break my ankles taking this bet.
Like, good luck.
Oh no! No!
Yep. Ruin that.
Come on, man!
Just
colon right parentheses.
Got him, GG's. Oh god, it sucks so much to exit that too. Yeah, I see what you mean about, like, the broad strokes of the layout being pretty harsh in terms of conveyance.
Oh,
this entry is actually just really hard even if you know where you're going, honestly. It seems like this is kind of like...
I wonder if you can make, like, the fences curve out instead of having them be, like, right 90-degree angles, if that makes sense.
I mean, cube is kind of the driving aesthetic decision behind this course.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
If they came to a point
really
instead of
yeah. Personally, I just pull this out a little bit and like.
Yeah, I would also.
That is a good idea.
I like the dual color leading line getting split here. That's like a cute thematic element, but people don't have enough time to recognize that's what's being signaled to them. Although, like, it would be easier with full bright blue chevrons, but even then, I don't think, like, if you're here on the starting blocks, like, this is, let's take the farthest back you can get started on this course. Where are you going, dude? The forward path is, like, invisible. You're basically taking it on faith. Especially if you're not familiar with the design language used in the course yet, because you're on lap 1 on the starting blocks. Like, even finding the road takes a moment. Helltalk is highlighting messages. Someone is going to take the Yellow Springs and then go back up the ramp.
Oh god, are you serious?
I think this is a closed enough loop that it should be relatively obvious you shouldn't do that. But you do also have to make the decision under pressure relatively quickly, so I would try to mitigate it somewhat. I've definitely done dumb shit like that before. This is a cool split otherwise. And yeah, just like... We have the studded stairs as the area opens up, and I think it helps with clarity a lot. So, using a different texture or lighting level for the inside wall while this is still opaque. Because, like, the advantage of the fence section is that you can, like, you have sight on the next turn and the one after it, and it's super clear where you're going. So, like, you can estimate when you need to start drifting into the corner. If I'm here, trying to gauge, like, what line do I want to take moving upward, I don't have any information about what comes after this until I've already been forced to commit to a line. I don't think it's particularly punishing, but you add in an element of uncertainty, maybe like a lower handling character, and then like any trap item anywhere, and people are gonna get super overwhelmed, I think. I feel like I've been doing a lot of talking, so if anybody wants to,
There's a couple things. I think this course could do a lot with, like, Fulbright, or just, like, I don't know, because, like, even in the section you just passed, like, the sneaker panels really blend in with the texture here, and it's a little difficult to make out.
Is it intentional?
Is it, Seaside? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I can totally see like a full right then.
Yeah. I think there are a lot of chevrons placed here. I guess I feel weird calling them chevrons instead of arrows, but there are a lot of chevrons placed throughout the track, but I don't think any of them are in places that really catch your eye.
They're all relatively, they blend in on a color level, but they're also placed relatively high, and as I've talked about before, getting players to look up is not possible.
Yeah. Basically how I feel.
Yeah, I think, like, given the constraint of, like, all right angles all the time, I think the fundamentals of the layout, once you're familiar with it, are all right, but, like, there are a bunch of blind transitions when, like, elevation changes or, like, the floor texture changes.
Yeah, that's super blind.
This is
the
like,
waterfall. Yeah.
This is blatantly unfair, IMO.
Instead of
you could almost sorry. You can say something. All right then. I feel like a good compromise would actually not to make this just a gigantic waterfall, but a set of smaller waterfalls, like sort of like with variation that you can at least see through it, instead of being, you know, the entire sector covered by water. You know, have little gaps in between.
Yeah, this could be like,
you know what I mean?
split up into like 3 waterfalls right there, and maybe just like 3 waterfalls, and then you just get like some gaps in between them.
Yeah, because this is opaque with a right chevron, but it doesn't tell you when. So if you're like trying to do this, pretty nasty. Go ahead.
Go through the waterfall real quick. I almost don't feel like the chevrons are even necessary right there, because I think this guides you pretty easily. Like, this is pretty...
If you're gonna have one, maybe lower the transparency and then slap it on this wall.
Yeah, that too.
Whoa.
This is pretty clear to me already, but...
Is there a current in that water?
Yeah, there's a current.
It's a pretty subtle pattern, so like if you're at a distance, I can potentially understand not being able to pick it up in time, but you do have the reference of the water curving away. So I think it would be fine, just like, yeah, like Runa said, no signaling, plus like actually make the entrance visible.
I also think those yellow springs are incredibly blind, but that's just me.
Yeah, I wonder if that could just be a drop.
I think it could work as a drop.
Yeah, I don't... If it's a drop, I think, unless you're leaning into it super hard, I think you naturally land, like, around here going forward. So, it might have to be springs simply to slow you down and give you some time to look at what's going on.
It's an applicable use of them, and I don't hate the yellow springs there. I feel like for that context alone, they're warranted. I would still try to at least convey that a little sooner.
Yeah, I think that covers just about all of my layout and conveyance concerns. I feel like I should mention, because I feel like we've been kind of hard on this, that, like, given the trade-offs that were obviously made here for, like, conveyance versus successful execution of, like, a pretty harsh aesthetic, the result is pretty smooth, honestly. And this transition is neat, even though it's not immediately obvious to me what's going on while you're driving on the skybox. Maybe some suggestion of, like, a transparent pattern there, so you don't, like, freak out a little bit as you're descending. But maybe the freak out factor is part of the point.
It is a little, honestly. I like that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I think, like, with just a few relatively minor cutbacks to, like, the amount of visual noise and to draw a player's eye a little bit more effectively, and I think it'll be, like, not only will it be easier to drive on, but I think changes like coloring and relighting the chevrons will actually be a more successful execution on the aesthetic in the first place. So I'm actually super down to see the quote-unquote final draft of this. I think that just about covers my initial thoughts. Go ahead.
There was one last thing I wanted to point out real quick, and it's nothing particularly special, but I think this, if you go up to the next section...
The S-turn with the camo boosters?
the S-turn, the fucking double slip tide you could do there is so fucking cool, and I want to see you keep that.
Oh god. Dipping into here like this?
Oh. I don't think that's happening.
That's not possible. Not with the way this has been fenced off.
Well,
but...
not with this stat block, at least.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
I meant like taking the regular path and doing the double slip tide, like you did a couple laps ago.
Yeah,
I just think that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a neat area. I think, like, too often here we see dash panels used in a way that's just like, let me get you through this section.
So cool.
Yeah, so that's like really smooth. That's like, that legitimately adds interest to the section, and then you roll items after the double slip tide is over and normal interaction begins again.
Yeah.
Like, putting dash panels right after an item set instead of right before is like just a better feeling in general. And I feel like the roll timing is actually perfect for that specific spot.
Yeah.
They also did that because, like, I wanted to try and balance out someone who could take that line perfectly other times. Because I know there's going to be somebody who with an excellent connection, you're just going to go for that every single lap and get it every single time.
Yeah, maybe on a 1-1. Maybe on a 1-1 and then somebody playing Mighty fucking body slams them into the corner. Yeah, so I think that's about all I've got to say for this. So, next up, I believe, I think Plum just got here pretty recently, so lucky us, because Plums is next on the itinerary. Notes they've made some tweaks since the SIHT contest results stream, which I did not watch on purpose because I wanted to experience these all blind. And what is your favorite part of mapping? Decorating the track. That's legit.
Yeah,
there's a certain zen to detailing.
Yeah, I'm with Griff on this one.
Oh wait, can you spec this? Because I'm just gonna show off something.
Box says, don't spell it, pussy. Read it. The Suit contest stream.
I believe it. Amethyst Drive.
Amethyst Drive, huh? I already like the look of this.
Yeah, the aesthetics are really pleasing.
Sampling Masters.
Immediately want to point out.
Oh no, Sampling Masters Mega.
Well, check that one out.
What the fuck? Oh!
Whoa. The fuck? That's solid? Okay. That's a super
first thing
crazy
I want to point out above everything else is that the bright yellow really catches your eye. Like, it's used so well in this section, and then you get to hear it, it's just kind of like, oh,
yeah, this is like giving me, this is giving me fucking Omega Collection Zones vibes, like, immediately. Like the 2048 Zones areas, if anybody's familiar with those. Those really strong contrasting color palettes. Fucking, I'm about it. Ooh, that is a fucking physics jump. Okay. I wonder. Ah! Oh, it looks reachable!
You fucking tried.
It looks reachable, though. That's not fair.
Illegal.
That like literally looks like something you could hit without even doing exploity stuff.
Okay, but imagine actually hitting that and then you win the race automatically.
That skip has been patched. Yeah, but it still looks possible. So instead of people getting to break the race with it, they now lose their race.
Let them have it. Let them have it. It's a 5-lapper. Just let them have it.
I don't. You can choose to leave it or not, but if you're gonna remove it, then you have to visually obstruct the area.
I mean, I guess you can block it if you want.
You sound so
a little less.
Don't take away my toys, etc. Oof,
Yeah,
this is actually a tough area.
Alright.
This is like two tricky hazards right after another.
One thing
I
I've
don't
Like, sure, you
see
patch
why the
up that one
divider
thing,
needs to be.
but this place, I remember seeing this problem. Like, people just kind of bonking around here all the time.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough time to actually catch the divider here, especially considering the divider is sort of blending into the texture of the back wall here.
Yeah, yeah.
The other thing I'm noticing, and I saw it off the first lap, is the exit off of that shortcut, even with the red spring panel for agency, with that fountain down there.
Yeah, it kind of drops you directly in front of the fountain, which isn't really like, it's another case of like the colors being, there's a lot of the same color in one place, and it's not easy to interpret it as a raised hazard in time, I think.
And also, there's no chevron on this. Like, if you back up a bit, like, yeah, like if you're over there and you turn into here, like you see a chevron in front of you here, but you don't see one over on the other wall, where you would
I think
also
the scrolling textures in the walls are used pretty consistently to guide you forward, and I think it actually works pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah. Counterpoint. Counterpoint.
Like,
go back to the
like
beginning. I want you to take the cut again.
All right.
You will see what I mean.
Oh no.
These are cool. This is a cool starting area, by the way. Oops, too far in.
Remember what that is. It's.
See you later.
You'll get it when I
It's
when I point it out.
for you to jump it, and you can't.
So
Because
this.
some people said no.
Oh yeah, no, there's no fucking idea what's going on there.
Yeah.
You need
That was
some
what I
aerial
experienced lap
signage
1
there.
and immediately forgot about it, but that's like drastic.
You know, you don't have to put a red spring panel there, you know. It could just be a ramp. It wouldn't even need to be a ramp, probably. You could just, like... Could you drop the player and it would be fine?
Yeah, this is like, because this is a hazard, but this isn't a hazard, and it's almost more distracting.
I feel like
So
the
as you're
red spring
descending, your
almost-
attention is pulled everywhere.
I feel like the red spring almost obscures information.
Yeah.
It's very I don't know.
It could be a jump, but I honestly feel like it could also just be like literal downward ramp or a drop.
Yeah, that too. Like, it doesn't have... the answer isn't always a red spring. It's fine to just let the player just volley, just get in the air, or just go to the ground.
Because I get the desire, it's a little bit of a hazardous area, so giving the player air control as they exit is probably a good idea in a vacuum, but it also launches them high enough that it kind of screws with their vision of what's going on.
Yeah, and you also don't have enough time to use that air control.
Yeah, so like if this, instead of being an upward sloped set of springs, is like just a downward sloped path, or like a drop, I think you probably have a way clearer sight of what's going on in front of you. Although this is still like... I don't know what I would do about this personally if you're attached to this barrier being here. I think I would probably, like... I don't know, pull this section out a little bit so you make the choice a little bit later. Because doing it, like, directly as you exit the turn is kind of crazy. You don't even see the barrier properly until you're, like... Maybe about here.
Yeah, it's not even that tall. It's like, it's very easy to just, like not notice it until you bonk it.
Yeah,
So
I
this
would
is
not die
actually-
on the barrier hill here, but you need to give players some more advanced notice if it needs to be here.
So I would actually use a
Keep that
mid-texture
barrier
here because I
there.
feel like the mid-texture would actually be a lot more readable because you'd have
Uh-huh.
not only more like visibility on the set in front of you, you know, instinctively funneling you into the downward slope, but like because there's a little bit of elevation there, it sort of acts like a little bit of a gap, and that's going to help at least lead you in the right direction. And I feel like that would also eliminate the confusion of why this isn't step up.
Yeah, that's
There
fair
is
enough.
something else I want to point out real quick.
Go ahead.
The like the pulsing thing in the center, right there. I don't really understand its purpose. It feels like because like all the other pulsing things, like the the Kodachrome recolors, I guess is the best way to refer to them. The I feel like because they all have purpose. They all have they're all directioning you towards the towards where you're supposed to go next, and the pulsing mass here kind of doesn't really.
Yeah, like the yellow, pink, yellow draws your eye so effectively that you miss, like, I've done like 10 laps on this course or something right now, and this is the first time I've seen this dash panel here, which is comparatively pretty reserved, and this hazard, which is less visually interesting because it's not, like, literally pulsing high contrast colors.
Why is this one bit of blue cyan in the entire level?
I mean, it's water.
That's true, huh?
But it could be, but it's... I mean, I'm not asking for yellow water.
I was gonna say, dude, you really want that?
I mean, you could spin it around the other way. Sonic Series has a history of purple water as a hazard.
I just noticed that the fountain
Yellow
is
raised edge.
I'm just realizing now that the fountain is actually rising and falling.
So it is. That's a cute element.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's Tails.
Cute. Shut up.
I'm like subconsciously watching the top of this.
Whoa, the floor is gone.
Oh. Is that?
Oh.
Is that a
moment?
I don't think you can fall through that. I think
You might want to check your nodes. You might have to merge a sector here or there.
When the node builder hits just wrong.
I'm looking at the fucking screen up at the top here, like, so when does the game start?
Were you driving
Just my brain broken.
And yeah, like for me, like the floor looks just fine because I'm in software.
Oh shit.
See you.
Goodbye.
Do a flip.
If I had enough time.
Do a 360.
Imagine a cart doing a flip.
Yeah, this is like... I feel like I've seen this particular, like, right-angle S-turn construction in another Plum course before. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it on its face. I think it's, like, an appropriately challenging track element, but I don't know if it makes sense to follow it with, like, 2 more hazards immediately. The berry, I would not die on this hill. I would just ditch the railing, personally.
Yeah.
Apart from that, like... Man, I actually... Now that fucking Birdmod came out with music resyncing support, I need to, like, fucking... I need to fucking write some kind of Louis utility that lets people beat sync shit, because I'm just looking at the fucking yellow pulsing of the buildings. Like, if that's on the fucking kick, I would just start screaming.
Yeah,
this course calls out for music sync, just because, like, the theming is so tight.
You realize that if that's ever implemented, I'm implementing that for 765 Stadium.
Yeah,
Rhythm-based
like, I can't wait for that.
Rhythm-based fucking mechanics would be really base.
You better do that, Shinji, when that people dig as possible.
Yeah, I've been
my
wanting
words.
music syncing and mapping for SRB2 in general for years. But I always thought it would never be a thing because, like, online play, what's gonna happen when things start lagging?
Now that we have antifreeze, like, ever since we got antifreeze, I've been thinking it's barely on the edge of possible if the server hits the performance targets consistently. And now that James added music resyncing to Birdmod, depending on how tight the timing is, it might actually be feasible to do rhythm-based gimmicks, or at least visuals.
I swear if James figures out a way to do that overnight, I'm gonna fucking scream.
Well, that's
so
totally
close.
doable, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Hi, my name
What?
is Shadow.
Wait.
I like to.
I really thought I had it that time.
I
Is it actually walled?
I think it's just a wall.
Literally.
You could try using your sneaker to see if you'd actually.
Yeah.
Definitely do.
Okay, so you can make
okay.
it clear high.
You're just low enough.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah, same.
I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, if I can hit it sneakerless, I'll be so happy.
Tyron takes a cut.
If I can, like, yeah, I know the meme. I'm so familiar.
You need to gain momentum in order to take
I'm
that.
so familiar with the meme. I am the world's foremost academic expert on the meme.
I'm just reminding you of the meme as you try to do said meme.
Mom says it used to be possible to do it sneakerless. My heart says it still is.
My heart doesn't
Maybe if you were faster, maybe.
Yeah, maybe as a 9. Maybe if I could, like, actually squeak out a blue before here as well.
I was gonna say, yeah, you get a rainbow.
Because it looks
you're
right on the
fucking
edge of possible.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
You've broken him out.
Oh boy.
Get equipped with meme robot.
Yeah,
Omega the game.
Yeah, but I actually have to be. You have to hit the right angle too.
Also, wow, that model.
Yeah, this isn't worth it. Fuck it.
No. He's so high silver.
You tried, Tyron. You tried.
And
You
attempt.
tried
What
it,
am
you
I
gave
fighting
up.
for?
I'll back up.
Yeah, this is like... These visuals are maybe the last thing I expected based on, like, a lot of your prior work, because this is like... I know the 2-color super stylized stuff is just not something I expected you to fucking hit, but it's a winner. This course looks gorgeous.
I was gonna say, yeah, I have no complaints about the visuals except for conveyance complaints, because this is rock solid.
Ooh.
Fear. I kind of like that as an alternate route.
Yeah, actually, that's better than the spring cut IMO.
More interesting than the springs while also not fucking screwing with conveyance too badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it more committal to it, feels more rewarding.
Yeah.
Nice place as a signpost, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's super pretty.
Alright, anything else to cover?
No.
Because, like, honestly, on a turn-by-turn basis, everything, unsurprisingly, Plum has been doing this shit for a while. Pretty much every single turn except the sunken hazard section is remarkably clear. Like, a big-ass fucking bank turn with clear visuals inside and outside, plus a fucking flashing leading line constantly. Yeah. Like, specifically one that transitions to flashing for the turn.
Yeah,
that's
cute.
so cool.
I didn't even notice that. That's so cute.
Yeah, Plum knew exactly what he was doing when he was making
I kind of... Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Go back. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Now that you actually pointed that out, I kind of feel like this arrow right here isn't nearly as clear as the flashing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pulsing outwards instead of forwards.
It's I don't know how much conveyance. This is just such a compact space to force a path split. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Especially considering, like, if you wanted to do something like this, maybe pull the fountain into the center of this area and then have the set on either side of the fountain and path split there.
That actually seems like a better alternative.
Like, cause
especially if you elevate the fountain enough to where you can actually see, you know, ahead of you. Oh wait, there's a line in there. Maybe that indicates, you know, it'll act as a better divider because you'll actually anticipate that a lot earlier. I imagine something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe switch those around. Yeah.
Because it seems like the fountain is already kind of enforcing a path split around itself, and there's really no reason to, like... Well, at least at a glance, there's no reason to go right because of the fucking pad, but... Like, if you want to do a path split somewhere... I don't know, like... You clearly know what the fuck you're doing, so, like... I'm a dumb guy and I came up with that in 4 seconds. You clearly have ideas of your own, so, like, just... A solution of that nature, where you move the path split up so people have time to fucking look at it. Oh, I want to store it so bad. That's fun, though. Shit that you can fuck up is fun. Around 2020. Alright, so... I think we're good to go. Yeah. Let's see.
Yep.
Next up from Blade Dash. This is my favorite comment on the entire forum right now, right? Part of the SIHT mapping contest.
Yeah.
We'll admit that this got last, but all known issues should be fixed.
Oh,
yes.
It's okay. I didn't do very hard on online too.
Nah.
But then like,
Hey.
that was my second map.
I mean, at least you participated. At least
That judgment is only the beginning. There's nothing saying you can't polish what you've got, or reuse the concept involved in it, and create something that fucking kills it. And honestly, it does seem like there's some pretty steep competition in here already, judging by what we've reviewed so far. So let's take a look.
Even then, like you made like a map out of like, I don't know what the time limit was. I think it was 2 weeks.
You have made a map.
It was a month, I think.
A month,
You have
yeah.
made a
In fact,
map.
you made a map in like a
month
month.
gone.
Like if you, it depends on whether this is your like first map or not, but still.
Mapping is like wine, it gets better with age. By this I mean, with every map I make, there's always something new to experiment with. That is a really fucking good mentality to have. That is like something
I agree with.
Never let go of that shit.
It's a good thing I plan to make like a fuck ton of maps on my total.
Magma Valley Zone. Blades Seat entry.
Alright, Blade. Right?
Whoa, okay.
Fast Racing Neo. I haven't heard of that game in 2 years.
I think I still have fucking Fast Remix on Switch, but I never played it for very long because the unlock system. Whoa, this is crazy pad placement. I'm spending a lot of time at boost speed already.
Yeah.
Oops.
Whoa.
And then even.
Well, we need all that boost.
Interesting leading line here.
So I'm noticing a very, very like hot, like a bias towards like red colors.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Oh no, but I mean but like in terms of like even with like the chevrons, when in contrast with like the background, like here it's fine with like the black background, but further on it starts to kind of blend in a bit.
Yeah, I noticed when it was right up against the lava waterfall. It was nearly.
That is pretty much red on red. You're right.
Yeah.
Like here.
Yeah, that's a little. That's something. This is kind of unclear to me. Approaching it blind, I think. Oof. Like if I pull back a little bit here to take a look at like what the player actually sees here, where do I fucking go?
Yeah.
This is super ambiguous.
Hello, random sector waving. Heatwave sector.
The layout itself, like, pretty fast, pretty open. I imagine this would be a good fit for large player count net games. Lots of dash panels. Not even all that out of the way, all things considered. The dash panel Red Spring shit. Like, good luck trying to catch a front runner in the front half of this course. You gotta do your work on the back half for sure.
Those Red Spring jumps got me thinking of some turns.
This one might use a mid-texture. It's a little bit difficult to see. I'm the guy who says to mid-texture them all, though, so, like, grain of salt. Bump spark, boys. Whoa, yeah, that's... Let me look at that again. What happened here for a misparse? I think... Maybe the inside of this? I'm not sure, actually. These look like arrows backwards.
They do,
Yeah,
honestly.
I really don't think that texture.
But they're recolored SMK, but they're actually recolored SMK textures, actually. So I can see why that would happen.
Yeah. This is why I'm saying like there's a huge emphasis on color red, which I mean it's fine, but at the same time it also comes in like a detriment.
It feels like they just pulled whatever textures that were in the base game that looked red, and thus it just kind of ends up.
Yeah, these two like brownish walls being right next to each other is like. That's like that seems like a weird visual choice to me.
I do like the pillars though, like in the upper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to their defense a little bit with the visuals, because whilst, yes, the red on red is a bad thing, and I'm not a fan of it, you're working with 2.1 red volcano zone textures. How the fuck are you gonna basically...
Yeah.
Like...
I would not even... At this point, it's like...
to
you
be fair,
may need to have gotten some help from someone else just to get some texture work done, because there's a lot of vanilla textures going on, and like
to be fair, there's Volcanic Valley Zone.
I don't know
That
if
is
it's
true.
just my bias towards like just getting
Volcanic Valley Zone is like 90% red as well. It's just conveyed a lot better because there's also a lot more black.
Yeah. And there is some black in the stage, but it's not spaced out enough.
So I will say, I'm kind of vibing out to this layout now that I'm like comfortable driving it.
Yeah.
Just like on a moment-to-moment basis, purely like about hitting clean lines that feel like they flow nicely. Was that off-road?
I think it was.
Oh! I was in the middle of praising the layout. No! Oh my god, this is barely a texture difference either.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
That's drastic.
I almost feel like that should even be inverted, because that's actually a less noisier texture than the main one.
Yeah, it's like you'd expect like noisier, raspier textures to be off-road typically, rather than like this is like maybe it's sand, maybe it's rock.
Even before that, actually, I would say because the darker texture here is used as a leading line, I don't understand why the darker texture isn't just used as off-road, or like because they're both like different enough colors, right? I feel like I don't know.
At the very least here, yeah, this section has very, very, very visible signage, because the path ahead, I mean,
it feels like kind of a drastic
totally
transition
right.
from that, where it's like, holy shit, I can see everything, and everything's super clear and like clearly defined and structured around a track element that is super obvious. And then you get into this turn, and it's like right angle, back wall texture out of nowhere, with like some kind of lonely looking chevrons.
If you can, try to, and this is a rule you can break if you can at least convey it well enough, but I would still try to keep a consistent road texture throughout your entire course. Like, have variations of it, but still like make it so familiar to the player that they can immediately sight read.
Yeah, I think like
that's what they're gonna be following.
Typically the most I feel like you can get away with is 2, honestly, like the classic indoor-outdoor dynamic. And even then, when you're introducing the player to a new main road texture, you do have to prime them for it. You have to give them a section that's completely safe where they learn the properties of the texture, so that they don't feel unsure of themselves navigating into the next section. Also,
exactly.
Where's the forward path here? Like, we got the chevrons, we got the, there's like a slight textural hint here, but you're given a whole bunch of time staring at this with no idea of what it looks like on the other end. Surprise, it's Red Springs.
That are also a little on the blind
And I guess also if you get hit there, you just die.
Oh, that's a cut. What the fuck?
Oh, it is, isn't it? Huh. Let me take a look at that. Oops. That's weird. I haven't actually used rig during a roulette spin before, I think. Wait, can you just take that with that dash panel?
I think only like the beginning part of it in there.
Yeah, and in that sense, like, it's a slow exit and it's a boost versus item type deal. You miss the entire set. Which is really just like, please
really
destroy me with Orbinauts after I exit this turn.
Yep.
Yeah, this... Whoa. I actually got some time there.
That.
That's a little crazy.
I like that, actually.
Let me look at... Oh, I see what's going on.
Yeah, those are some...
Yeah, the lava's too low for you to see.
Yeah, it's like, you could either bring that up, or like... From here, this looks like a continuous off-road region, basically. Not a drop.
Wait, hold on. So you
especially
have to
considering you're using the gray texture here. Like, you're using the graystone texture here. Why not use it here as well to indicate, like, yeah, there's drop. This is a wall, not a floor. Beware.
Speaking of, you also have like the same. Also on the other side of this off-road path, on this cut path. Take a look. There's a different texture.
Fade out before respawn.
Hang on, can I just hop in and show you?
Go for it.
Tails and jails.
Jails got out of jail.
You hit the item button while in queue again, didn't you?
Runa?
Runa's asleep, oh no!
Oh,
Odie!
What is the fucking... There we go.
Alright. So, you see this,
Don't-
right? You see this big section here? Right around it, brown.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
like
yeah,
three
what-
different walls in use here. Why?
What the fuck? Yeah, that.
I don't know
That's
why I
kinda
was set
strange.
to enter the game, but that's it's okay, I guess.
Probably hit the item button by mistake.
Yeah, so this just comes back to like keeping your texture usage as like slim as possible to make sure that players understand the meaning of each like textural element. Super important because you're sending 3 different signals on like that single element of the track. And like, how many different drivable road textures have we been through in this area alone? Like 5? 6?
Yeah, it's like enough for them to like make you go super stage if they were Chaos Emeralds.
This is the most egregious turn in the entire course, though, I think. Like, I don't even know... I'm not sure what to do about this on a theory level, because the problem is just that the course is shaped in such a way that you can't see anything. It's like you're getting scenery elements and that's it. Otherwise, it's like completely blind. And like, it becomes punishing very quickly.
Oh.
That kill is actually like, I think that makes sense.
True.
Maybe it's a little early, but I think the idea of killing you as soon as you make your fatal mistake instead of leaving you to plummet into the lava is a good one. Maybe just on a purely feel basis, lower it just a little bit so it's incredibly obvious to people that they did actually drop and didn't just like graze a death plane, but... Oh yeah, heat wave for some reason here. How long does it actually stay? It's gone immediately?
Is it only on the edges of this track, or...?
That would actually be a really neat decision, but I remember like the heat waves kind of applied just whenever you're close to lava. It's a little odd.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, so it's specifically on... Seeing that snap is eerie. Godor says, if you add scenery to the right of the stage for players to look at, it'll give them the idea to drift to the right instead of going forward and plummeting to their doom. Yeah, I think like your solution here is really to just like high walls and high scenery elements, because like this feels kind of rude that like you're approaching here and it's not really obvious because you've killed the fence texture, or like the barrier texture, I suppose. And so depending on what angle you're approaching from and what speed, this can look flush until you realize it's not. So you can't trust the information on the right side of the entry here. And you're not really given any information on the left side of the entry here. You're given this wall that fucks off almost immediately, and was never really that close to the actual path in the first place. My Dash says, that isn't supposed to have Heatwave. The effect is meant to take place whenever you fall off. Huh, okay.
Yeah, I figured as much.
That one makes sense.
So yeah, you gotta give people some kind of visual baseline here, because I feel completely adrift taking this. I don't feel safe doing anything except driving straight and kind of feathering the brake. Off-road, there's... Go ahead.
He has those half arches there. If he just made them a little taller and made them go over the entire road and go down the other side, that would be...
Yeah, full arches to draw the eye. That would work fine.
Yeah. Actually, arches, I've said this before, arches are literally the most powerful directioning utility you can make.
So something activates in the gorilla brain where it's like, go under rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty smooth flying, Fox.
And yeah, it would give this section a little bit of visual flair that otherwise it's kind of missing. So, relatively straightforward fix considering you already have some of the architecture in place there. I don't know why I get airtime there. I kind of like it, but also I'm kind of terrified by it.
It's slow physics.
Yeah,
it's
for
always
sure.
slow physics and stuff like that. But I like it.
I mean, I know why. I just don't know why. You know?
That makes total sense.
I'm glad you agree.
Goodbye.
Makes perfect sense to me.
No problem here.
That red spring jump, it looks like I could turn into that. Skip this entire section.
The worst rainbow ever.
Ghetto rainbow.
But yeah, it's like... There's a lot going on here where I really just like... This is kind of just blatantly using more textures and visual elements than it needs to. Like... Without really a sense of the locale ever changing. Like, this is kind of a broad stroke, zoomed out visual criticism. But like... My scenery's changing, but I don't really feel like I know where I am, you know? Maybe I'm apeshit.
I'm wondering
It's
if
just-
the death pitch, like, at the bottom of, like, below the second jump back to the red spring.
Where at?
Oh, wait.
Let me... Guide
Second
me.
spring jump, veer hard left.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying. It looks like you could cut that.
Oh wait, I think there is. I mean, I think I'm running into something actually. I'm running into something when I'm trying to run my spectator camp around.
Huh.
Yep. This one is a
This
check.
is another one of those where, like, if you're going to block a cut, that's fine, but you have to visually block it because this looks like fair game.
Okay.
That's like... I might be the only person who gets as angry about this as I do, but
no,
like,
it's-
if you're going to remove quote-unquote exploits that come from players, like, literally just observing the natural geometry and making good guesses about where their fucking cart can go, you're effectively punishing people for being, like, smart. Or, like, paying attention to their surroundings. You've got to give people some kind of clue that it's actually impassable. So, like... Dumb.
Not done.
Or you can just say screw it and just let him go through.
What?
Looks a little broken. Just a little. Very slightly. Bonk. See, apart from that, it's like... This isn't one of those cases where I feel like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's obviously structurally wrong. It just feels a little all over the place. Clearer visual focus and, like, cleaning up some of the rougher conveyance spots would do a lot for this, honestly. Anybody else?
I just realized there are chevrons to indicate go left on the first turn, but you will never see it because of the starting arch.
Ooh.
Probably need to push those back.
And
Oh,
says there's
yeah.
one heavy skip and 2 turn skips here. Oh yeah, this is like... Yeah, actually looking at this... I mean, it's a wide roadway and you're given
you
the
feel
fucking
like
big
it's
white
a
stripe that kind of
roadway.
leads you in the right direction. But the chevrons are like... If you're at the back of the grid, they're actually unseeable. Like, those didn't even look like a texture element. They look like... I don't know, more of the stripes around the sign. Isn't the spawn point order in reverse, actually? I have no idea.
Oh yeah, it is.
Because I'm spawning in front, right?
Yeah, that's supposed to be player spawn 1, and that should be player spawn 16. One should be at the very back.
No!
See ya.
Goodbye.
The fucking Comic Zone soundbite. See ya.
See ya.
Just Mario saying goodbye.
I'm a chuckster.
I am so glad that, like,
Don't
with
tempt
Mario,
me. I
like,
will
with
make
Mario
Chuck
All
do
Stars, we can relive Stuxter and all the other Jenko Sunshine all over again.
Let's get it.
That game kicked so many people's asses, and we all forgot about it, except the speedrunners.
I mean, I remember it.
Never forget.
Always.
That one signpost is wavy. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, I feel like some of these should be like just diagonal spring jumps, actually. Like the first 2 jumps should just be like diagonal spring jumps.
For a shortcut where you can go over the off-road so long as you hit it under a shoe or red MT footprint.
Yeah.
Huh.
Actually, it would be pretty interesting to see straight drops, actually.
Hey, thank God you can at least do track elements like these without having to put up fucking barriers. No more, well, my center isn't above the off-road shit. Rest in peace this technique, thank fucking God. Red diagonal springs disguised as chucksters. You just hit a set of diagonal springs and it yeets you directly backwards.
And it just has the voice line.
Added to map drafts.
Instead of springs, you just have chucksters, and you have to type through a text prompt every time you get to one in order to launch.
Bonk. Alright. I think we've said what there is to be said here, so I think it's time to move on to our last turn by turn before moving on to net games, which is Hugador's submission.
Hugador.
Looking for layout critique, opinions on the levels, gimmicks, and any helpful observations. Notes minimal texturing, GFZ rot galore, no minimap, and no encore palette.
Interesting.
Interdasting. Hugador. There we go. I fucking... My drunk relatives trying to speak Spanish at me is pretty much my fucking Spanish experience. I don't know, if somebody starts slurring Spanglish at you holding a camera and like a bottle of wine in the other hand, you can generally infer that they want to go in for a picture. That's about all I needed to know.
Oh, no.
H.
Reality
collapse. Map purgatory. Okay.
Green flower.
Interesting.
This wasn't a mapping contest thing, was it? It just snuck it into the list?
Yeah,
or did it?
Yeah, it's not part of the contest. Oh wait, is it the hell map? I never noticed on the rotation.
I think we got something here. Spicy.
What the fuck?
What? Oh, I like those gears.
Yo, I love crushers.
Those like
Oh my god, I hate this. Oh my fucking god.
No.
Yeah, these maybe probably objects, but the texture work is inspired by old Z card.
Immensely terrifying energy.
That's so evil.
Oh my
god.
Hold on.
Cog champ.
Listen.
Respect for the amount of objects this must have took, but dear god.
Bro,
I was gonna say, this is polyobject hell if I've ever seen it.
Yep.
Boss banana.
Control V.
All I'm gonna say is interesting idea, but execution,
Can I just say...
It sure exists.
No.
The placement of these gears makes me angry.
Yeah, they don't run into each other.
This is like...
At least make them interlock.
yeah.
This is like every meme image of like a corporate fucking promo pamphlet with gears that literally don't mesh correctly.
So I'm gonna come to their defense. I'm actually gonna come to their defense. Polyobjects are difficult to actually do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like just
like
three gears meeting in the same spot sets off something like a dedicated cluster of brain cells.
Oh,
I would go as far as to argue that sort of thing is literally impossible to achieve in this engine.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that this is intentionally difficult to read.
Well, I'm
What?
into what?
Oh shit!
Okay, wait. This is actually awesome. Fuck the gears. Fuck the gears. This is the gimmick you should be building the course around.
Okay, that's kind of cool. What the fuck?
Why can't you take speed boost to just go into a higher altitude because of all the yellow screens?
What? Why?
Oh.
Oh, that no, that's so cool.
Chaos.
It's cool, but like, what? Why? What?
yes.
I vibe with it.
I vibe with it as well.
We heard
I like it.
you like
But it's
poly
insane.
objects.
Is this Evolve 2?
That isn't even a polyobject. That's black magic.
Have we finally made it to Tube 2?
That was
Dude,
my epic Vertex
this
You
gear
read-
section is making. I am like Somebody put a fucking heart rate monitor on me.
I wouldn't call this Tig 2. I would call this Jube.
Jube?
Yeah.
Did you buy that?
This gear section is not possible.
it scares you, doesn't it?
What the?
What
is this Super Mario 64 bullshit?
To what end?
It's just a shortcut if they just
Super Monkey Ball level design, exactly. Bro,
Why?
just hit the cycle, it's fine.
Why do the sectors have textures on the bottom?
Exposed.
That's some.
Oh my fuck.
That's some Sand Valley right there.
This is some advanced fucking.
Man,
Oh my
can you believe we're ending the night with this?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh. Racing on this is gonna be a nightmare.
Oh yeah, I literally... I'm drawn to the fucking
Hello.
pads, like, oh, I go here.
Hello, Mario.
Yeah, this reminds me a
The
lot
mid
of
textures are really.
You know,
Okay,
like
no, that must be intentional. But like,
the pre-Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff days, where you would have shit like the Zoom tube that literally takes you hours to complete.
What?
No, wait. The mid textures on that like boost pad section, they like completely cover up the boost
Oh, that
pads,
gap
and
is so rude.
I feel like that's intentional, but I'm not
Really,
sure how
would
I
think
feel
any
about
of
that.
these math problems are intentional.
I'm having a lot of
It's difficult
intentional
to tell
problems
what-
right now.
Like,
It's difficult to tell what is intentional.
Like,
and
check
what
out all these
isn't.
super spaced item sets where you can probably mash like 2 or even 3 items.
Yeah, and then like the slopes below them are just moving.
Yeah, it's moving. Oh my god, you're right.
So 2 items per set for sure.
This turn by turn is gonna be real interesting.
I'm not doing a turn by turn for this. Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, this is gonna get turn by turn. This at face value, this says everything you need to know.
I mean, fair enough.
Fucking meme
It's
by
like the
meme.
Ojama of race
Meme by meme.
Bro, is it time to post some memes and voice text?
Oh no.
Well, I mean, no, but this is how I feel right now looking at this.
Can't stop me. I'm pulling up Twitter.
Yeah, we saw we had a list of just about exactly 12 maps lined up, and so we split 6-6, one for this session, one for the next. I did not see that Hugador's submission was not actually from the contest, but I'm kind of glad that I saw this regardless.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
But yeah, we've covered Oblor, Chatrother, Seaside Plum, and Blade Dash as well from the contest.
Yeah, there you go. There it says map purgatory. That's
Yep.
everything you need to know.
Holy
Our
shit.
criticisms are useless in the face
Big
of map
Wampa.
purgatory.
Big Wampa says, this is an absolute roller coaster of emotions. I don't think you need to qualify with of emotions. It's just a Six Flags ride. Strap me in, Superman coaster, broken ribs, lawsuit.
I've gone on that ride before. It's pretty wild.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, we already
All right.
piling in?
I think so. We've gone through everything we have loaded in tonight, so everybody filter in, rigging off. Of course you
Oh
would.
my god.
Had to get one out before we fucking started, huh?
That wasn't even me this time.
And yeah, unfortunately, we have to restart the entire server and do re-downloads for everyone if we want to update files midway through, so we typically don't do that. Alright, so first up, do I have fucking encore toggles bound? I do. Alright. First up, Oblor submission.
Yeah. Let's get it.
I'm the best.
Around.
I am the cheese!
I am the garbage man!
What?
I would attempt to do the scream, but I don't think I want to.
Oh.
How did you even get here?
Oh,
Good cut is good, I guess?
I took the beginning cut. I had a sneaker left over.
Ah, the rare.
It's me!
Greetings!
It's you.
It's me, Goku.
Hey,
Shut up.
Oh, okay, that was immediate.
Okay, that turn, yeah, that is very, that's very tight. Shit.
Bonk. Nice J in your fucking name.
Thanks.
You missed the entirety of the first half of the stream where everyone was renaming each other the fucking J names.
Juther the Jarden. Juther.
Alright.
I just want a sneaker.
I'm attempting to climb out of hell. And I'm in hell.
Regrettable.
Lamentable.
I'll just go to North Korea.
Can I? Totally can. Fear?
Ooh.
Shit! Shit!
Yeah, I just want sneakers.
Sorry, 12.
Yeah, it's okay. I was pretty doomed from the start.
Power
No,
item
you're
fuckfest.
fucking kidding me! I can't blame the track for that. That was literally that was on my hand.
I think the checkpoints might be a bit weird here, because I swear I was gonna
That's
finish
Tails.
in 8th and 7th for some reason.
You already said that.
Your tails.
Me, gun jump.
Got him.
Hey, it's me,
Tails.
Alright, now I'm just gonna go for that Easter egg.
Oh yeah, we never did see the Anchor palette for this.
Whoa!
Okay, I
This
appreciate
looks
the Sonic
sick.
CD special stage,
Enable
but
triple
it's not
bones.
Rainbow Nightmare.
Oh, now we're officially Silent Hill.
Alright, where am I going?
Fear.
Drowning.
Oh.
The title of the song is Drowning.
I literally
Yeah, this is
got bounced into the cut.
Hey.
How's it
See
going?
what's going on with those weird secrets too.
Did I miss the stop?
Huh. Interesting
Come
targeting.
on, Runa. I had.
You made it too easy.
I had 3. Come on.
Yeah, you had 3 sneakers. I picked them up and added
Oof.
3 sneakers.
I'm the captain of the ship now.
I believe you.
Oh yeah, there is.
Harder to read in Encore than I was anticipating.
Come on.
Geek says getting dog ending should count as finishing the track. Any percent? Oh god, that was the worst time to get hued.
Good thing you picked up someone's item. What kind of driving was that?
This is super chaotic. Like, even for a 6-lapper, this feels super active.
Yeah. I was gonna say something too.
Yeah, I'm just getting destroyed in the back.
It just kind of feels like a... Feels especially hard to avoid hazards on this map.
Whoever was the Nia with rocket sneakers, that was rude.
If you can't roll rocket sneakers or anything allows you to do cuts, you are doomed to the backpack of them. Bonk.
Ooh, that FPS drop on invincibility.
Okay.
Yeah, that
I
was...
still made it through the second through the back.
Barely.
It's finally over. That's you.
Fuck off.
Fighting Porygon 10-0 contests?
Porygon no contest.
No.
They're reincarnating! The memes are reincarnating!
Alright, so hold on. We click into Cart Crew. We search from Seaside Doe.
Uh-oh.
No!
Right click, change nickname. 10-0 contest.
No.
Alright.
So perfectly.
Now that we've gotten that out of our systems, What did you think of this course?
It's pretty good.
It is pretty funny.
It's tight.
Yeah.
It's very chaotic.
Then I was
Yeah.
in seventh, and then I was
Incredibly
in
chaotic.
The
It
turn.
was harder. It was
the
harder
turn-
to read in Encore than I was expecting.
The turns
Yeah,
are
I feel
really-
like that's attributed to the very warm color scheme on the
Yeah, I
ground.
was
Oh,
wondering
yeah,
whether
I
it
can
was just
comment
me
that.
having played the non-Encore version before, but if other people are corroborating that after only one run, I think the Encore colors might need some adjustment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the turns are really unforgiving in hard speed. By the way, that.
Oh yeah, I felt that honestly.
The
like,
opening turns are like... They're very technical and fun alone, but then as soon as you introduce hazard elements, it feels like there's no room for avoidance. Which is like, it's a six slapper. Maybe you kind of just lean into that and embrace it, but definitely seems like other people were feeling like, oh god, I'm actually just getting the shit beat out of me.
Ankles broken.
Yeah, it's if you're in the middle pack and you don't roll sneakers, you're gonna drop like
You're
4
just gone.
places per night.
mhm.
And if you're like in the backpack and you don't roll a sneaker or something, you're
You're staying there.
You just gotta play.
I once been Motorbug drowned in the off-road on the far side every time I tried it. Oof.
Uh-oh.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that ain't right.
That's rough.
Wait, I didn't read that. Okay.
Alright. Well, yeah, it seems like everybody is just like sort of the same stuff that we touched on during the what am I fucking talking about? During the turn by turn. Just shortcut seems a little wacky. Layout is like pretty tight and fairly punishing, but the big thing is just how incredibly strong that cut is and like how weird it is to actually get onto it. The Encore visuals are sick, though. Like, even if they take a little bit of a conveyance hit, that skybox. Ugh. I like it.
Yeah, that's amazing, and I love that like he managed to make sure that it didn't actually switch to the blue section. It's just the red.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
My eyes, it's pretty good.
Alright, let's see. Next up, Map ZN. Chow Brothers submission. I've been wondering about this.
Are we still not? We're not still in Encore mode, right?
No, this is regular. Yeah, we do regular first Encore.
Making sure.
No, I'm
My
not
bottom
ready.
left loves this
Bonk.
map already.
Oh no, I didn't get an item.
You too.
Oh my god, we are all fucking dead.
Fuck off, Porter!
Oh god, that railgun order.
You got pranked.
How bad did that fuck you?
I fell off the fucking edge.
Oh.
Wait, Porter, you're mighty stats, right?
I don't remember.
I think you literally is mighty stat.
It is
Was-
mighty
was-
stats.
Was the prophecy?
Nice!
And down my item button. I'm very smart.
Hey, this is a really good ball hog spot.
Senji!
Oh, these are pretty cool ball hogs.
Nope!
Yeah. I'm sad.
Oh my fucking god, I'm so glad that's Mia's float line.
She's always ready.
Yeah.
That's nails, alright.
He'll bash you up proper this time.
Alright, going through the pipe with Grow is
It sounds
flag
exciting.
goes through.
Whoa.
What?
You
How?
blew yourself up.
You just lost your sponsors.
Finally a power item to give me some.
This time.
I made mistakes.
That shot doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how I did that. I was so banked. Oh, and of course I get hued.
Why did I do
See you
that?
later!
Oh, did I like that I literally got last.
I also got left.
Great.
That was really close, Drew.
Yeah, I know. And actually, don't finish yet. There's something I want to point out real quick if you
I will
spec
wait
me.
for you.
Go ahead. Watching you.
So I think the pathing on this is kind of weird.
It's a little
When
criminal.
you like, when you're like going for the item set right here, and you have
Yeah.
to kind of turn pretty tight
That turn
Tapping's
feels
definitely
weird
a
because it's like it's following an entirely different set of rules about how you approach corners than the rest of the course.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I played the map, I only got like 4 items the entire time, and one of them was because somebody dropped theirs.
Yeah, the item sets are pretty sparse as well.
It's not that they're sparse, it's that they're kind of just like...
Well, one of them's literally like a fucking mini turbo versus item trade-off in the form of like the outside line before the final jump.
Ooh,
This is a neat palette.
Pretty.
Brilliant. Oh wait.
It's
Oh
green.
yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, I forgot about all the Game Boy stuff. I always love
bumper
Moss
cars.
Green Encore remap though.
Bumper cars.
Oh. That corner is
Oh, I forgot it's off-road. Shit.
This is actually a really.
Oh yeah, you
simplistic
actually
encore
do have to
palette.
go kind of out of your way to hit that set now that I think about it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the corner item that you think would be there actually doesn't exist. I thought it
Me too.
was being taken this entire time.
Yeah, because there's a fast route that like takes you through the corner efficiently while still hitting an item, but there's only like 2 boxes there. The rest of the boxes are super far out. So I think moving that entire set is probably worth consideration.
You like Porygon Z? Hello.
Huh?
Hello, Mario.
Pokemon Cry?
Fuck! I forgot that's
There's a
not
mix of
Yeah, you probably
fear
can't tell that's like.
and anguish.
What the fuck? Okay, do not store on the cut. Does not work.
Roller coaster sound.
Ooh, what the hell was that interaction?
Hey,
Oh!
Don't know where that mine went.
Oh! Porygon, now's
Wow,
not a
I
good time to
keep
use
missing
version.
sets. Yeah, I think some of the sets are pretty sparse, honestly. That is
I didn't hear.
fiendish. Who? Evil. I can't believe Tails would do this.
That's Tails.
Take a shot every time you hear that tonight.
They always ask.
Please
They
make
always
sure
say
that you're doing
Tails.
shots of like orange juice.
Yeah, don't actually.
Don't actually drink alcohol. Make sure
Yeah,
it's
do not consume alcohol.
You could probably
Never
die if
know.
you were doing that with water.
Pain.
Pain? What?
Pain, asshole.
yeah.
Oh no, poo.
This juice!
honey.
Banging.
Concept of love.
So that other slip is like.
Hey, don't put away the spiced rum. Give me the spiced rum. I need it after this shit.
You can't do that.
Alright, how are we feeling?
The ramp after the hairpin's corner is like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That is extremely rough.
That entire
the item.
section is so unexpectedly demanding after a pretty relaxed rest of the course.
Yeah.
Move the items and make the shortcut easier to hit.
Yeah, that set could just be like either on or right past the dash panels, and it would probably be fine. Like literally anywhere other than where it is currently, honestly. But using it to draw your eye to the correct way through is probably like the most obvious easy patch.
Maybe I'm just bad. It's entirely possible, but the exit of the tube just seemed to really want to throw me at the wall. Even as a 1-5, I felt like I had to brake trip sometimes to make that corner.
Yeah, it is a little tight because you exit there pretty fast sometimes. Like if you're coming out of there with a red, because the exit to the tube isn't really like it doesn't expand like a funnel. It really is just a tube hooked up to the track. So it doesn't really feel like you have a whole lot of time to actually like change your angle on the way in. I think that's just about what there is to cover. Otherwise, like, the course on a visual level is pretty impressive, and, like, I mean, killing it on theming, killing it on visuals. And for the most part, the layout's pretty solid. It's just that, it's that one spot and maybe looking at the entry and exit of the tube a little bit. Like, very small changes that would result in pretty drastic feel improvements, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Who's ready for right angle zone?
I'm
Might
just
make
gonna
some
show off
right.
my Easter egg and not really participate.
know what they have in real life for upper sloped right angle turns? Mirrors.
Amazing.
I mean, you have that in card. It's called
something visual portals.
Visual portals.
Yo. Fucking forward throws on these ramps are awesome.
I'm gonna go for it. Okay, never mind.
Dead.
Okay,
Sorry,
listen! Listen!
Yep, this is what I should have expected.
Face.
On.
Wait.
Oh no, but I suck!
Are you right now?
God, it's relatable.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna actually raise.
I missed the set actually. It's also pretty missable.
Oh my
Checkpoint.
fucking god, Seaside!
That's not the only thing.
Where'd you go?
That's not the
Is
only
there
Bonk.
is there extra friction on the the fruit cut?
No, that's just the opposite.
Oh god, this is so fucking scary. Oh no.
That is not
Behind
solid.
you.
That fucking fence right here is not a solid mid texture, FYI. I'll point
God damn it!
Just wrong.
Oh, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, just before the booster, that's not solid at all.
Yeah, there we go. I found you.
Oh, I got a rainbow.
Pretty good.
Bonk. Oh god, yeah, even if you get bumped a little bit, that section can go so poorly for you.
That was mine.
Okay. I think I just had Ivo bonk off of my head.
Nice.
Footstooled.
Good interaction. That footstool was a great interaction in card games.
Well, the good news is if I keep tuning into your streams, Tyrone, I can almost redeem the 69 for 20.
Good.
Alright, so you're just... Yeah, okay, hand.
Reddit.
Okay, so I just had kind of a weird moment
Mhm.
where I instinctively felt that the finish line was when you reach the regular path again, like after you bounce and ride on the skybox. I thought it was right after you finish riding on the skybox.
Mhm.
There's more to it, dude, but you won't be able to see
Yeah,
it.
so the finish line feeling a little bit early.
It not feeling early. It kind of tripped me up for a second because I thought the start of the regular path was the finish line instinctively. Even
Oh
though,
yeah.
Actually, before you go to Encore, can you spec me?
Sure.
I wanna point something out super quickly before I forget.
Is it the
Alright, do you need a rig?
special?
It is. Yeah, I do. So enable that, please.
Alright. Go for it. Killing it.
Come on,
Yeah, I'm good at video games, FYI.
doing
Are
it
you
best.
sure?
Don't worry, everyone's watching you, no pressure.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Come on, Jen.
The absolute state of cart crew.
See, like, just because I'm on the team doesn't mean I'm good at it. Anyways, this...
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
Oh.
That's like literally the most likely place to die there.
Watch out,
Yeah,
Jen.
I would solid that off. Either way.
Uh-oh, Seaside!
Alright. So, I'll toggle my join back on and put us on Encore.
Anyways, look at the waterfall
ringing
next
off.
chance to guess.
You're blue now.
Oh
Whoa,
wow,
this is bright as hell.
that's like
Hot.
what?
This is
So
cool,
as you said-
actually.
As Seaside said earlier in the PC, this is based off of an actual, like, vaporwave album.
You bonking the wall caused me to mess up. That is not equivalent exchange.
Well, that's a fat
Fear.
rainbow.
Fear,
That you know
fear,
what to do.
fear.
Thanks.
Oh, I couldn't see that drop jaws. It blended in with the... No.
God, I got hit.
Ah! No!
What the fuck?
Relatable.
That's impossible!
God, I need to tape a replay of that.
What happened?
Wait, what happened?
I tried to hit my fucking
can't
replay marker
fucking
bind for that.
describe
It was so insane.
As long long as you save the replay after you finish the race.
I can't see anybody. I can't see.
Relatable.
Imagine being able to use your eyes.
Imagine thinking.
Vision's overrated.
Shut
I don't know
up!
about that one, Chief.
Gave you the fucking home run bat sound for that. You really think you earned that ping?
Yeah. Is that a dolphin?
Oh, that was some
Oh,
waypoint
that's some
shot
waypoint
going there.
stuff. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Ah, damn it.
Shit.
God should.
Oh no! I did the
Oh
thing.
god.
I did the thing twice.
Whole game, Seaside?
Cheating?
On God.
No! Oh no, I can get on the outside. I'm stuck.
Wait, what? Oh, that.
Jesus.
Oh, that's so cute. That's such a cute signpost. What's the bike?
Okay, I think I'll probably sense that off then.
Seaside, I lost first because
I never thought that someone would actually sit in there.
Something else I do want to point out is in the big stairs section where you're going up stairs, it kind of obscured vision of some banana peels, and I ran into a banana because of that.
I have
Play
The
it
actual
safe.
stairs themselves.
I have been robbed.
I'm fucking sorry, Porter. I am so fucking
Porter.
sorry.
Oh
Wait,
no.
Porter or Trail? Trail.
Yeah, Trail. What are
I'm
you
so
both
fucking
me
sorry,
for?
Trail. Oh my fucking god.
That's Trails.
I'm hurting.
Trail.
Oh my fuck.
God.
You deserve that signpost, honestly, though. I will give you that. You deserve that. I'll fence that off and make sure that never happens again. And I'll make sure that mid-texture is freaking solid.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I think you know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what needs to be done. Moving on. Next up, Plums.
One pathetic creature.
Oh, I'm excited about this one. Holy shit.
I'm missing sets all night tonight.
Same. That's a lot of
Same.
items.
Hey, you
Yeah,
couldn't
me
use
too.
that.
I just saw him pull out their items midair and just like, oh god.
It's so cute.
Triple. Wanna get a triple hit? Maybe next one.
What? Shut
did
up! What a
Where did
shot!
You have been
I don't even know where that. Oh, I hit you? Okay, that's where that went.
You have been banned. Flesh.
Bless you.
Fuck.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, that feels really good to take.
What a thing to say after she says that.
You think I pay attention?
Question mark, exclamation point. No! Oh, no!
Point question
Oh,
mark.
come on.
Exclamation point question.
What?
Who the fuck did this?
What?
Who did this?
Mail.
No one content on Twitter.
Whoa!
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna turn around.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just fucking retire. Oh my god, dude! I'm fucking done. Fine, I'll just fucking retire.
You were in my way.
You can pack it in. We had a good run.
We have fun here on jartcast.
I don't believe
You sure?
Okay, I
Blah,
believe
blah,
you.
blah, 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 blah.
Oh god, no.
Ow. Ah, you too. Ah.
Shut the door.
Oh fuck! I tried.
I'm so deeply sad.
What even happened?
Well, Runo tossed the mine, it bounced back towards me and Tyrone, and we both blew up.
Yeah,
That was
I
nice.
threw a mine in front of me.
Yeah,
And then I ran into it, which made it bounce up.
Which is
then-
when Tyrone first said he was gonna retire. And then after that, after we went to the like slope jump, I bumped into him. I was safe, but he went flying off into the abyss.
Gonna have to ask that you change Code Empress to 9-9 Shinji. Robots should be heavy.
Look, Barkley already requested like 6 Dante stat blocks. You're getting 1, okay?
See, because I pulled with Chrome, and if I change fucking Eve to mighty stats without asking him, he's gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? I paid for half this character.
Fair.
That's why she's not already mighty stats.
Why is this fountain so big?
This is yelling.
Oh my god, what a shot!
These colors are screaming Crimson Core to me.
This got dribbled.
I just want to say this Encore palette is really pleasing to the eye.
Holy shit. The way those items line up means you pull your items in midair and drop them right in the landing. Literally undodgeable.
Yeah.
It's just 4 bananas down
Oh god,
there.
please get the fuck away from me. Please social distance, I swear to god.
I'm going to run my Porygon butt all over your face.
Please put masks over
You're going to have to accept the computer virus and go get from that.
Wear a mask!
This is laboratory time.
Fear.
I'm going to take 7 zip license, your WinRAR trial, and your Windows activation, Tyrone.
And your America Online trial.
50 hours is going to turn into -50 real fucking quick.
Uh-oh. Whee!
Me too.
This song choice is so good. I'm not biased at all.
Sampling Masters Mega! I played so many of their songs when I was in Japan.
Big in Japan.
How are you defending everything?
I like it.
Oh my fucking god!
Pretty good.
Ruda pulls fucking lightning versus mid-air Jaws. But what I want to do a totally pedestrian wall bonk versus a Jaws. Wow.
Well, time for a Tenjo contest.
Fucking god.
Time for a Tenjo contest.
I'm gonna...
Don't you just love it when video games?
You okay there, Gumbo?
No. Vidra. So how are we feeling?
I like this
I
map,
don't like
actually.
the exit on that cut anymore.
I don't like that fountain.
Yeah, that fountain is,
Yeah,
is
the fountain-
arguably my biggest
Fountain
pet
is
peeve at
pretty
this.
tricky.
Like, everything else is solid. I would possibly see if you can't... I know this is a Plum thing, and more power to you. I don't want to change how you map. Everyone's got that. But I'm not a fan of how that entire turn before the fountain is laid out. I would possibly see about reworking it for that.
Also, bring back that jump at the beginning.
Yeah, it's like... It's really just the fountain. I love the rest of the layout.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Are we Encore off? Let's see. Map PA.
Yeah, that's the thing about Plum's maps. They're always like CTR based, so it's like that massive amount of control you have in CTR just isn't in this game.
Ouch.
Ah, see. Trail is playing as Mr. An Opening himself.
An opening.
Wow. That was a
God,
fantastically badly timed pull. I got the fucking dead zone where the Jaws is hanging out. Oh.
See ya. There was an opening, so I took it.
Shut the fuck! No!
Oh, that's awful.
Goodbye. Ow.
Oh fuck. I fell for the
Why did
road.
that send me
God
so
damn
far
it.
back?
Why did that send you so far back? What the fuck? Oh my god, Rudo, I'm so sorry.
Look what you did.
I also fell.
Oh my god. I'm so bad.
Sam.
I do actually feel super out of practice. I've barely played since last Jartcast.
Am I in?
Same.
My thing is
like
Yeah, I thought it was like
I'm gonna lose a race because of it.
Gotta take a double check.
Why are the people with free invincibility?
Side to side, baby.
Dead trail.
I'm okay.
Fighting invincible team.
Okay.
Self, my baby.
Alright, Ivo. Don't you fucking dare. You are such a scumbag.
A little Omi.
I want to die.
Oh, him.
You may not.
Wait, that actually connected?
I had 3 sneakers and I got queued in the middle of the second one.
Whoa!
Get fucked.
Shut up!
What?
What's going on back
Can I
there?
get a translation?
What's going on back there?
I got
Say
some
that
of that.
again, Ruda.
You're very welcome for it.
I'm mashing. It didn't work.
Can't man.
Please let
Oh,
me
I got
fucking...
last.
Okay. Top half. Top half. We survived.
Gunline, I wanted you to know that you won that because I got fucking mined.
Yeah, it's good.
Checkpoint are definitely broken.
You got your business mind.
Yeah, let me card debug checkpoint for the next time around here.
Well, it's probably the waypoints more so, but I took a shortcut, like the second one, I think. And the next checkpoint was so long that I dropped to 10th before it brought me back up to 3rd, so I thought I missed something. I started panicking with how long I was going down.
I completely, like, misinterpreted where the shortcut was at the very beginning.
Dude,
several times.
Amazing.
No, it's pronounced. It is pronounced Josh.
No!
Josh.
You didn't shit before.
Start that race.
I'm part of the J team now. I enjoy Don's team.
Holy shit, Tyrone. Are you gonna be okay?
My entire sense of humor has been eroded.
I'm down with it. Jones. Oh my god.
I
saw where that shot hit you.
Damn it. That's a relatively smooth recovery, too.
Yeah, it just happened to go airborne for a second.
Yeah. Shit! The wrong way!
Money?
I'm playing so aggro tonight. I need to fucking hold my shit for a while. It's just fucking nightmare nonsense.
Hey,
Did
got
not see that mine.
That's because they landed directly on you.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Why did you get invincibility in second? Why did you get invincibility? Hold the fuck on! What is this?
I stole them.
Yeah, you stole it.
Goodbye, Runa.
I'll steal it. No one will ever know.
I'm gonna screen cap this. Hold on.
Wait, what the fuck? How did I die? What? I'm saving that.
Me hoy mignoy.
Same dude.
Hello, everybody. Okay.
Shut up.
What is that
Okay.
line? You drove all of us to the off-road.
Yeah.
No! Oh my god!
Tyrone.
Get sheddable.
Oh, you need multiple sneakers. Oh my god.
I don't know which is off-road and what isn't.
God damn it.
I'm gonna propose a controversial change.
Oh my god, these waypoints, these checkpoints!
You missed! You missed! You missed!
Also off-road.
Wait, is it possible for me to boost off at the end and then go back onto the main track to be an obstacle for other players?
All in?
Before we move on, real quick, there is something I want to point out.
Okay, do you want to
It's gonna be
drive?
very brief. promise it'll be very brief.
All right. Rigging on, get to driving.
So, well, you probably don't even need rigging on. Just spec me real quick.
Yep.
Okay, so look at this shit. I thought that this was
That it was all off-road, right?
Yeah, I thought it was off-road.
Yeah.
And then, so I drove over there instinctually.
Yeah, it's really bad. And what's fucked up is that there's a clearly established wall texture that's used on the inside of that, like the far inside, that isn't used on like the other half.
Yeah. It's
all right. So next
I also
up...
there's
go ahead.
more than several things I misinterpreted on this map. So I don't have anything more to point out though. We'll move on. You can move on.
I think. Is everyone just in agreement with the shit that I said earlier? Just
yeah.
Too many textures, weird conveyance on the fucking first shortcut and the final two turns.
Hold on.
Oh boy!
Here we go.
Well, pause. All
right, what's
you
up?
don't need to pause. There was.
I need 5 seconds to prep myself for this.
Yeah, same. I'm switching stat blocks.
4, 3,
Understandable.
2.
Why are we turning?
Yo, I love being in zero place.
Why are my tails?
This tails.
Tails.
Roast Cajo is too cute.
Yeah.
Someone, Gamma. I see you. I respect you.
Put Gamma on that, like, I have no idea where I'm going.
Best way to learn is to suffer.
Good fucking lord.
Yeah, everybody is gonna fucking fall into that gap at the very end of the gear section where it splits, but it's invisible.
How the fuck did I do that first try?
Almost made it without dying.
What's the checkpoint work?
Oh my god, airtime!
We just turned to Aku Aku. Abugaba.
Okay.
Did I?
Fill up the fattest rainbow
Oh
possible.
my god.
Wait, oh god, I forgot.
No.
Outside of the turn.
Not today, Porter.
You sure about that?
Yeah, try me.
How about tomorrow?
Can I just say that I really appreciate Gaho's gloat?
It's good.
Really good.
Oh, fuck.
It's like
I
clever
will go
mix
as
for a
far as
character
to say
who's
is
almost
I-
entirely unvoiced.
Yeah.
Oh no
There's the one wall that's just randomly on the outside that's just monochrome zone.
What the
void wall.
Why is that instant death? I could have just skimmed over. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What? Sorry.
Worth it. Entirely worth it.
Eat a dick.
Where is everybody? How
I am
far
here to
I-
cause problems on purpose.
I'm
Yeah.
not playing Dark Knight.
I'm dead.
I'm causing problems on purpose.
The fuck? Alright, I got my ass kicked on that fucking slope twice.
no,
I'm not
no,
doing
no.
it a third time.
Oh,
Fucking fat ass robot!
Shit.
Yes!
Oh no, not like
That might have
this.
cost me.
No.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What did I do about this dodge?
Help! Oh, fuck!
Waiting for me at the end.
Man,
that's how. Oh, that's how far I was.
I'll just fucking retire. It's fine.
Yep, I'm as good as dead.
Hi, Tyrone. How you?
So that was the best track of the night.
I love vertical jaws. I just want to point that out.
I'm just like thinking about this. How do I get out of this?
You just
With literally
I run
any
into
amount
the-
of attention paid to people being able to see where the fuck they are going, this could be awesome.
I will give them props for the amount of poly objects. I would never do that.
We fucking up in Encore or what? Like, come on.
You have to, even though it's gonna look exactly the same.
It's the rules.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't. It
let's
would not
fucking
make
go.
the game any worse.
Artificial
Understandable,
amateurs
Lucy.
want it all,
Have a
want it
nice
all, want
day.
it.
Understandable, Chiron. Have a nice day.
Oh no.
DFC Tiffany.
Me too.
Ooh,
Same.
I blame you for that one.
What do you mean? I did absolutely nothing to you.
Question mark?
Absolutely no.
Made
My
it.
strats are falling apart.
Didn't make it.
Okay, one complaint I do have about the gear section. Those checkpoints are way too far back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know this is... I get the idea of the map. So, like, I'm not saying it's
Is it
too much of
following
an
me?
issue.
Yes, it will get you.
Yeah. That's
For your
entirely what I just will.
I mean, I didn't get hit by it because I got hit by a mine in the top, but you know.
Yeah. It was funny though.
It was real fun. I was sweating.
What the fuck?
I was sweating.
It sounded like something.
Welcome to Jartcast, the second half, also known as Screencast.
Yeah. I wonder if we should start spinning this around and do the turn-by-turns after the net games.
Yo, I think that's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, actually.
That's an idea.
I feel like there's merit to either side.
Oh my lord, Sadie. You.
Hello, can I have a fucking item? God.
Wait,
Yeah, the straight GFC rock spiral, it's kind of hard to tell which direction it
Hey, guys.
actually is.
Get small.
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 Death.
Don't talk shit about James's favorite
Die to
texture.
death. Sentence to death.
Na 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 na.
Please, this is just a small inconvenience.
Nice, nice.
that
I'm
banana
going to
hit?
press Pyro now.
What if that hits you?
What if that were you?
Come on!
What if that happened to you?
Online.
Anyway, pour down Zeno this time.
That was my only
One
one of
for
the
Porter.
night! That was my only one of the night! Come
Porter
on!
looking kind of stuff at his butt.
We have a zero tolerance operation here.
And a part where I just fall off.
Ah, yes, I left
But I will go fearless and free. Watch out, there's a mine.
What?
Yeah, I know. I put it there.
I put them there.
I bounced
Pretty
backwards in the yellow spring fence section.
I put them there. Pretty exciting, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I get the point of the Yellow Spring section. It's to not hit the Yellow Springs.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's not supposed to, technically.
does
It's
that
supposed
make
to be
you feel?
slower. But it's so much more fun to pick the yellow spring.
There's a set at the top. What do you mean the point is to not hit the
But
springs?
there's a boost at the bottom.
It's a boost versus
Oh
item.
my god, is it? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I'm having a fucking heart attack.
But the items are a
Don't you mean
punishment.
a GF?
take the items for the punishment.
Yeah. You either get a guaranteed set or, you know, you have a chance. I actually like that idea.
What?
Postmodern Jart.
That's actually kind
The
of
missile
cool.
knows where it is at all times.
Galaxy brain.
It knows this
Mini
because it
starter.
knows where it isn't.
It's
By subtracting where it is
literally
from where it
rewarding
isn't,
you for
or
taking
where
the
it isn't
path
from where it
correctly,
is,
and your
whichever
punishment
is greater.
does not
It
necessarily
obtains
cheat
a
you out of a
difference or
boost.
deviation.
It just lessens your
The
chance of
guidance
getting.
subsystem uses deviations to generate.
Yeah, I think that was really insightful.
Yeah.
How do be is the...
I am Chinji. I am philosopher.
Hey Chinji.
Who's Philosophy 3?
Modern. Me too.
Hey Chinji, you wanna play in Shuffle Square?
I'm fucking.
Oh no! Okay, so in all seriousness, with literally any degree of attention paid to making sure that the player can actually see where they are going, this map could legitimately be awesome.
Yeah.
Situations like the invisible gaps in the gears where you have no idea it's there until you've done 2 laps. Or the way the fucking outer boost panel band section has like that undulating inner bit that fucking completely blocks sight of the course sometimes depending on where it is, stuff like that. Like, I know it's a super bare layout right now, so my advice would be pay a lot of attention to making sure that people can actually see the forward path, and wherever possible, add some fucking additional scenery and architectural elements. Find a theme that feels right and start fucking slapping shit down so people can get a better feel for the shape of the course, even if they somehow lose track of the main road or get distracted by something. That's my takeaway.
I think there are some really interesting ideas in this map.
Oh, for
there
sure.
There are a lot of very, it's an avant-garde approach, a post-modern, post-modern approach.
Oh my god!
That's
I do unironically love the gears.
A post-modern approach, if you will.
This whole thing is getting out of jam.
I'm gonna kick you from the Discord.
I think it's time to end the stream. I think we could call it here.
Well, yeah. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be
2.
doing anything better than this for any part of my night. So, I will say before I go that the Yellow Spring mesh section, I can imagine an entire course being built out of that shit where everyone's running on the same path with no splits, but you can switch elevation at a couple different points. Like just a fucking triple-decker course the whole way around where everyone can see everybody constantly. I want to see something entirely, like, developed based around that. It doesn't have to be this, but somebody's got to take that shit and run with it. Alright. We're done.
Are you sure?
You're done.
We're done.
You're done?
Next up, next week, we've got a backlog of submissions from My Nice, Crayfray, Taylor, Novafire, Victor, Renderer, and Marsh. So, we'll be covering the second half of the selections from the SEAT mapping contest. And honestly, I'm super excited. I'm glad to be back on the bandwagon, even if everybody seems to have dropped 40 IQ in our absence.
Oh please, like I had anything.
That's what makes it fun, though.
Did you see the most recent highlighted message?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Jitiqued. Goodbye. Good night.
Yep. Night, yo.
Race car takes flight and jumps a fence.